Action Shelf. The Action Shelf. The Action Shelf.
Welcome to the Action Shelf, the podcast that celebrates the glory of B-action movies. I'm John Campbell.
And I'm Michael Listman.
We are back. Oh, Listman, we are back in the hands of the Lord this week.
Oh, thank goodness. I felt like a lost sheep for all these many months since we watched Truth and Justice.
Truth and Justice, a movie that did have some Christian messages to it, but lacked in the action department. So we thought we would visit something that's got a little bit more action to it, a little bit more of, as our pal Bruce Winning would say, the punching and the kicking and the shooting and the chasing.
Yes.
So, you know, when it's time to watch a movie in the Christian subgenre, we have to bring in our Christian movie correspondent, Devon Roberts.
Happy to be back.
Yes,
Praise
Devon.
the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Devon, you are our expert on all Christian media here on the show.
I know a few people in my life who'd be pretty pissed off that you said that. They'd be very disappointed in my development as a young man of God. But I'm happy to be here and happy to have that title for this podcast.
Yes, we're glad to have you here.
Yeah.
This week we are talking about 2020's Beckman.
This movie is the second worst thing that happened in 2020.
I think you might have made that same joke about another movie we did. I don't remember which one it was, but I seem to just remember that.
You know what? I'm going to start making that every single time.
This is a joke you can repeat for this movie.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Well
is.
earned.
This is our first time around with the company PureFlix, who is the big name. They are the Disney of Christian filmmaking.
I'm surprised they don't call themselves just God.
We're just
that's a
God.
big statement. You know, you've got a lot to live up to.
So yes, this is Beckman, produced by and starring David A.R. White, the man behind the God's Not Dead franchise. If you're familiar with those, at least from posters hanging in the lobby of your local theater.
Yeah.
This one somehow, believe it or not, never saw a theatrical release.
So strange.
Unlike the God's Not Dead franchise, all three of which did get major theatrical distribution. Let me give you the plot description here to our listeners so that they don't have to watch this movie.
Please don't watch
You're
this
welcome.
movie. Yeah.
Here it is from IMDb. A contract killer becomes the reverend of an LA church until a cult leader and his minions kidnap his daughter. Blinded by vengeance, he cuts a bloody path across the city. The only thing that can stop him is his newfound faith.
You know, and you kind of said this about Truth and Justice coming in, which was light on the action, heavy on the message.
Yeah.
I feel like we really did just swap those two things.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is light on the message, heavy on the violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a much more compelling movie, again, than what we saw, which I think I even said that same thing about Truth and Justice, which is just, it's kind of disappointing. Is it too much to ask for to have heavy religious imagery and heavy bloodshed?
We haven't yet found that perfect cocktail
Yeah.
of a Christian action
The pendulum just keeps swinging back and forth, but eventually we'll get that perfect sweet spot.
And much like Beckham, I will not stop until I find that perfect blend.
Now, is the sequel to this? I joke that it's this Beckman: The Second Coming,
Yeah.
but could it also be called Bend It Like Beckman?
And that's when he's curving bullets like McAvoy in Wanted.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie is very fascinating because the pitch for this, everybody's talking, it's the Christian John Wick. Now, having watched it, it's exactly the Christian John Wick because it rips off John Wick left and right, plus
Constantly,
like 10 other famous action movies.
Yeah.
This movie is just every successful action thing going today thrown in here with just just a little spoonful of church.
Yeah. Just like a taste.
I feel like we started heavy on the religion in this movie.
Yes.
It opens a lot with
Right.
with the religion, and then slowly it becomes, any other Liam Neeson,
Right.
Keanu Reeves sort of revenge movie. Then it kind of swings a little bit back to religion
Ever
down
so
the
briefly.
stretch, but it's just, it feels like a faint imitation of what it. Which I feel like this this one is aimed at. Okay, this one we're going to try to get non-believers in,
Right.
And then just fool them because people like the act. People like these kinds of movies.
What do you think they are telling non-believers with this film?
That is a good.
Because what is the mess? Like,
Well, that is
he doesn't kill the main villain at the end of the
Right.
movie. Spoilers.
But he kills everyone else.
But he kills everybody else. So it's not like he was just on the precipice.
Right.
He's well past the precipice.
And in reality, he doesn't really struggle with his
No.
faith and the issues of killing people again until the very end. Spoilers.
Yeah. All of a sudden, that becomes what the movie's about.
Yeah.
Right. Very briefly.
But he's not. Yeah, he's not wrestling with it at all throughout the entire film, which
No,
is
it's
strange.
Because actually, as you said, Devon, based on that description, that could be an interesting drama about a man with an impulse to kill, wrestling with this newfound moral code of not killing. But that's not really what it is, because it's this thing that a lot of these do, where it wants to moralize about killing, but it also wants you to be like, oh, sweet, he just murdered that guy.
Also, I just want to say, Impulse to Kill, excellent movie name.
Yeah. Impulse to kill.
When you
Seagal must have made that
I'm
one, right?
sure he, yeah.
when you go to make a film that is anti-violence made by a bunch of people who really love violence, you're gonna get mixed messages.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
gonna happen.
Right.
It's impossible.
Let's take a look at, speaking of the people who made this movie, we always like to look at the filmmakers behind these things. As we mentioned, David Ayer White is one of the producers, but he did not direct this movie. This is from Gabriel Sabloff. He is both the co-writer and the director of this movie. Mm-hmm. And looking at his career here, he's directed a number of... he's apparently the main director behind the Revelation Road franchise.
Ooh, sounds promising.
Oh, boy. Okay, well, Devon, we're going to have you back to talk about these movies, because these appear to be Christian Mad Max.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Hence the name Revelation. It's post-apocalyptic. It has to be.
Yeah, Revelation Road.
Oh, my God.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We've got B action movie legends Brian Bosworth and Eric Roberts in here.
Oh, wow.
Also with David A.R. White. Yes.
see a lot more of
Amidst
him.
foreboding lightning and tremors, a traveling salesman with a dark past must fight demons, both his own and a murderous biker gang, in his quest to complete his last sale and go home. And this is the first of a trilogy of movies, because there's also Revelation Road 2, The Sea of Glass and Fire. Wow. And then Revelation Road 3, The Black Rider.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That sounds absolutely captivating. And
Yeah.
And I hope that we get a more kind of Constantine-esque demon hunting.
Is that really what we're hoping? I think we
That's what
are
I'm
hoping
hoping
for
for.
Constantine to happen.
like a religious Constantine?
These are a little, like I said, they do look like they're a little Mad Maxy. It's like in a post-apocalyptic world. We have David A.R. White as sort of a drifter going around helping people.
But this is after the apocalypse. This is after the Revelation.
The first one is as the apocalypse is occurring. Now the rapture has come.
Okay.
In the second movie, and he becomes, never heard this concept before, Listman, a warrior on the road.
Okay.
Now that's
Road
just a
warrior.
Yeah.
That
Well, wait a
sounds
minute.
familiar.
You say that, and we're getting into some George Miller territory. We're going to sue.
Okay.
This is a warrior on the road, not
Okay.
a road warrior.
Gotcha.
And I feel like what's implied and what you hear a lot in Christian circles is God warrior or warrior of God. And so I think that's fair to assume that is omitted simply to, as you said earlier, appeal to the masses.
Right.
Because warrior on the road sounds a lot cooler to those atheistic, heathens. But, if you get that God warrior in there, sneaky, it's very good.
Yeah.
Very nice.
This guy is also a director
marketing.
behind Sons of Thunder, which is a Sons of Thunder. There's a few PureFlix televisions, but this guy was the primary editor on the God's Not Dead franchise. So it works closely with David A.R. White. And Owen co-directed Samson, which, if anyone remembers, that's another one we could do, which was their attempt to do a big, sweeping, epic action movie that's the story of Samson.
Now that is one of those good characters of the Bible that has, he's kind of an anti-hero. There's a lot going on. It's very morally gray, so excellent at pulling in the unbelievers.
But they're trying to pitch it in a Hercules or a 300 kind of vein with that. So we could do like a PureFlix marathon on here.
I need to see that.
We easily could,
and yes, I know what you're thinking, Listman. Billy Zane is the villain in that Samson movie.
I was wondering.
Yeah, Billy Zane, who has yet to make an appearance on the show, but it feels like any day now we could get Billy Zane. But we're here to talk about Beckman, so that is our co-writer and director. It looks like it's a lot of the PureFlix staff here involved in this movie. But this movie, based on the reviews I read, seemed to kind of split the audience, because a lot of the Christian people found this a little too dark and a little too violent for the normal, your God's Not Dead fans.
You're not watching this movie at church camp.
No.
Right, exactly.
Well, not at the junior high. You might watch this in high school, because that's going to get those really edgy teens on board,
There's lots of shooting in this one.
It would be a great scare tactic, actually, to the women in the church camp, because you're trying to teach them about, like, sex trafficking.
Well, lest we forget,
do.
This is a movie very much about sex trafficking.
100%.
Did not expect that going in.
Nope.
That really snuck up on me.
Yeah.
So yes, we open the movie with, I don't remember them ever calling him Aaron Beckman. They pretty much just call him Beckman throughout the movie.
Yeah.
But as portrayed by one David A.R. White, your guys' thoughts on the acting of Mr. White?
I would describe it as shaky.
Yes,
very
physically.
shaky.
Literally shaky.
Yeah.
You're right. There's a lot of him shaking in this movie.
Yeah.
He seems to think that vibrating means anger.
Yeah.
He translates the word struggle into sort of physical tension in his neck and face. Strangely, his nose does a lot of trembling.
Yeah.
Which is quite impressive. I must say, I don't have a lot of personal control over my nose, and I think any actor who does have a leg up.
Yeah.
I mean, and he knows he has that.
Yeah.
So he uses it.
Yeah. Oh, does he use it?
He definitely uses it. Now, David A.R. White started as just an actor, right? He appeared in a lot of television of the early 90s.
But when he didn't get any work, then he decided to, form his own company. Is that what?
Somewhere in the mid to late 2000s, he starts doing his own stuff and kind of finds he's built an empire on Christian films, though.
That is,
because there is money to be had in the church. There's no question about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have an iota of filmmaking talent or skill, and I'm not using that word liberally here, then you take that into this underfueled market and underrepresented market, quite frankly, and you're going to make some waves. You're going to get some money, because
there's no standards there, like it's because it's slim pickings.
So to have production value is a big deal.
Yeah.
And Devon, you'll be happy to know he has just wrapped principal photography on the fourth God's Not Dead film.
Oh, thank goodness.
God's Not Dead, We the People.
Oh, no.
Yeah, which the poster is just him staring out at the Washington Monument and the Capitol building across the lake there.
Oh, good.
That has some very concerning imagery in my head, given everything that happened at the end of last year.
Yeah. This finds Reverend Dave defending himself and a group of Christian homeschooling families after the inspection by the local government official. That's going to be something. That's going to be a ride.
Oh, boy.
Get ready for the ride of your life. No, that's not the tagline, unfortunately, for that. I wish it was. Yeah. So anyway, here's the thing about guys like this. I don't know how sincere this guy is in his beliefs.
That's what I
mean?
was wondering,
It's an avenue, and it's made him very rich and very famous within a certain circle.
Yeah.
By the way, if you wondered what the AR in his name stood for, it's Andrew Roy. David Andrew Roy White.
I thought it was assault rifle.
Yeah, he never does use an AR-15 in this movie. He does use an assault rifle, but it's not an AR-15.
Yeah.
And you'll be happy to know he has a book out you guys can read called Between Heaven and Hollywood.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, I think regardless of his avidness for the faith, I think you convince yourself of anything long enough and you will become.
It doesn't matter what he started
exactly.
out with. He's this guy now.
I would be interested to know if he was religious prior to making these films, when he was in Hollywood before.
Wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't.
But and then found the faith and found that avenue.
Yeah, he found his marketing angle. Yeah. Because looking at this film, I don't get the impression that the filmmakers that they are trying to proselytize.
Not at all.
They're not John, you did say that they're maybe trying to bring people over, but I'm not seeing that.
I think it's a light, I don't think this is the thing, but I think this is the thing that creaks the door open.
It feels like is a vanity project for David A.
I think there's no question that is for sure
all
happening.
It feels like.
This is definitely one where he's like, I really want to kick ass in one of these movies.
Yeah. The point is, he's not trying to spread the good word with this film. He's trying to be John
you got
Wick.
to a little bit because it's a Pure Flix movie, but really it does seem more about I should be a badass in this.
He put in the bare minimum just so it qualifies.
I feel like in marketing pitches for this room behind closed doors, the phrase "kicking ass for Christ" was definitely employed.
I'm
how
shocked.
was that not the tagline?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
we made fun of the tagline last week on the show when it was simply a mission of vengeance. That's it. That's the whole tagline
it's
of
not
the
good.
movie.
Kicking ass for Christ is way better.
Kicking
way cooler.
ass for Christ, Beckman. Anyway,
good cinema.
let's talk about the movie. So we
talk
open
about this film. Yeah,
the movie is very confusing up front. I will say, I was quite thrown with the way this movie starts.
it does eventually start to tell a linear story, but I would say the first half it is trying really hard to be interesting.
It takes a while because it cuts around a lot. It starts with police sirens, and here's Beckman standing there with his mentor. I don't quite know who Salvatore is.
Who is that?
But he's played by Burt Young, who people know as Paulie from the Rocky films.
Right.
And amongst a host of other things, a long-time character actor. I don't know why he's in this, other than I'm sure they paid him some cash. Oh, I should say I do have the budget for this movie.
Oh, yes.
So we can play our favorite game, listener, which is I'm going to ask both of you to take your best guess at how much this movie costs.
I'm very bad at this.
I am
this right
too.
Yeah. Okay. So here it is. It's how much do you think this costs? Once again, with the spectrum we put out for people is something like a Black Panther or a Marvel movie. That's a $200 million movie.
Okay.
Whereas something like Get Out, that's like a $8 to $10 million movie. So if that puts in a spectrum of how much movies cost.
It does.
But because Get Out looks, it's a very good movie, but it also looks like a very good movie.
Yeah.
This movie's okay.
I think you could say it looks like a good movie at very first glance, but then you look longer at some of these things and you're like, oh, that's...
It's a little unpolished, though. It's a little rough around the edges. Yeah.
I think it is shot reasonably well. I think it is edited poorly.
Yes.
I think they clearly had a decent camera.
Yeah.
And some okay lighting setup and a cinematographer who had an interesting eye.
Had at least... stuff that he was attempting to do. There was some good movement there.
I would say he was the best part of the film.
I think
just
you're
based
right.
off of
see
there was
who shot this
choices.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a duo of cinematographers, James Cordeglia and Gabriel Sabloff, the director himself.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say Cordeglia shot the interesting stuff.
Yep.
He has an interesting career. He started as a visual effects supervisor on major movies like Star Trek Into Darkness.
Wow.
So he's got a little bit of a pedigree before it seems like he's primarily fallen into doing cinematography on this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well,
Although not exclusively Christian stuff. Just sort of lower budget stuff.
Gotcha.
So he seems like a guy who's interested in action stuff.
You know, I'm.
Yeah.
And that shows.
yeah.
I feel like my guess for the budget of this film is going to be kind of lower high end, which is going to be maybe about 4 to 5 million. Actually, I think that there is some
4 to
money
5?
behind this.
4 to 5, Listman?
Gosh, I always highball it. So I'm gonna say $45.
$45.
A lot of people donating their time on this.
Yeah.
So 45 million and $45. Because you always guess high, so let's guess. Real low.
I think
Well,
I'm gonna get it this time.
It is higher than you listen,
Okay.
but lower than Devon's guess.
Okay.
It is 1.2 million.
That's
Okay.
pretty low.
Yeah.
And that's about what it looks like. to
Yeah,
me. I think
yeah.
that seems about right for
Yes.
this. Because the camera work is not bad, but so much other stuff in this movie
Right.
is
Visual
so
effects
cheap.
are not great. Yeah.
We once again have clearly plastic airsoft
Yeah.
guns.
Yeah.
Which is just, that's becoming a pet peeve of mine. Because it's just like, now I can't take any of this seriously when I see a man holding a toy and killing someone with
Wait,
it, you know.
John, is that the only thing that's keeping you from taking it seriously?
That's it. Other
That's
than
a
that,
thin
I
line.
was
Okay.
with it.
See.
I was with it right up until I saw that and went,
Yeah.
you know what?
Maybe not.
But yeah, so we open with this, and all hell is apparently broken loose because literally, like, the first line of the movie is Burt Young saying, "Let it all burn." And I'm going, whoa, I don't know what's happened. They've really dumped us into this story.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's and honestly, we never really get a sense of what was going on. There was a big fire, lots of ambulances. He was running from someone. He shot somebody.
Yeah, because we see that he has gotten in a fight with another assassin.
Yeah.
And there's lots of this movie. It's sort of, because it's very much, and listen, you can attest to this, very much lacking in the fight choreography.
Yeah.
They do a lot of people each having guns, but holding them away from each other in sort of this like tussle, which is a very easy, from a choreography standpoint, way to imply intensity. But it's just really lazy, is what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
yeah, because they don't have to memorize choreography. They
don't
don't
really-
have to
yeah.
plan choreography.
Or
they
hire
just
a choreographer.
or hire a choreographer.
Yeah, that's something I want to look through here. See if anyone is credited as a fight choreographer.
What do you
on
want to
this
bet?
thing.
It's just the director.
Just the intern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have. Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
Gabriel G. Rodriguez is our fight choreographer on this movie. He's also one of the actors in the movie.
Wait, who did he play?
He was. Let's see. He was G. Let's see. The actor's name is G. Rod, as we said. Who did he play in this movie? I'm guessing he's just one of the thugs because he's just a big, muscly, bald guy.
All good
There was-
fight choreographers are.
There's quite a few of those, actually.
This guy is a stunt guy in a bunch of real stuff, though. He's one of the stunt guys on one of my favorite shows, Cobra Kai.
Oh, wow.
And he does stunts for Ozark and Stranger Things. He's a stunt guy in the new Suicide Squad movie that's coming out, but he's a stunt guy. He's not the fight choreographer.
Oh,
of
I
these
see.
things.
He takes direction well, may not give it as well.
Also, may not have time or willing actors on this movie. As well,
Probably
is another thing. I
Probably
think.
a matter of time.
Yeah.
And also, like, you know, when we've all done those gigs where you're just there for the paycheck and you didn't really try your best.
This kind of stands out in his career because he just did the last Bad Boys movie. He works on the SWAT TV show, Better Call Saul. He's a stuntman on The Blacklist, Gotham,
I gotta think he
24,
was
Walking
just-
Dead.
I
think he
must have phoned it in, maybe.
Yeah.
something like that
'cause
because
why
literally
else-
everything other than this movie that he's worked on is like a major thing.
Yeah, and I feel like it has to be him phoning it in because why hire this guy if you're not going to give him the time and the
Right.
money to really put together good fight scenes?
Maybe
Right.
it was a favor, you know? Maybe he is
It's-
a man of the faith and just...
It's got to
he
be
was-
something like that because
Maybe they
he
blackmailed him.
He
you know?
immediately goes from this to SWAT, Cobra Kai, Snowfall, Mayans. He's a big stunt actor on the show Mayans. And then he's currently working on the new season of Stranger Things. So
Okay.
And he's doing the new David Leitch, director of John Wick. He's doing his new movie Bullet Train right now as well. So
maybe that director
just
saw
finished.
this movie and was like, wow, he should have been in John Wick. Not the Christian one, but the real one.
I love the idea of the director of John Wick watching the Christian ripoff. I mean, I would.
Yeah.
If I made John Wick, I'm like, I got to see what the shitty Christian version of my movie looks like.
I want to see what all of my copycats have done. I want to see every knockoff,
I would absolutely. If I made anything worth ripping off, I would watch every ripoff that came my way.
100%.
I couldn't resist. So anyway, yeah. So we have him fighting this guy, and the whole thing is he keeps shouting, "You were out!" And I guess he's out of the game. He had gotten out of assassin work, but nothing's explained about who this guy is or what any of this is about.
There's one line where he mentions like that he was like a brother,
right?
To him.
Yeah,
and that's
they were brother assassins.
Mm-hmm. The assassin siblings. I don't know.
Then this fight ends with both of them pulling the trigger at the same time,
right?
And Beckman is sort of shot in the side. The other guy is shot in the chest. He's dying. And then it looks like he's already dead. And all of a sudden he just lifts his head up and goes, "You got to get out.
Save yourself.
Save yourself." But not doing it like I would imagine the scene where it would be like, "Save yourself," like he's dying. He's more just like, "Save yourself.
I'm still alive.
Oh, the Lord has let me live for this moment to tell you to save yourself."
I was really hoping this movie had supernatural elements in it. You know what I mean? I was really hoping the Holy Ghost shows up at the end.
When we get to the end of this movie and they're having their weird cult ritual, I thought, maybe
God's got to smite this guy. He's got to smite this Baldwin.
We're going to somehow get this going. But
because any Christian film is insinuating and in fact treating as fact the presence of God and the actions of God working through these people. So you expect it. That's why I keep finding myself disappointed with these films, because we're not getting that imagery. We're not getting that.
I think Revelation Road might be the one.
I think that might be.
Third time's a charm. Maybe.
That is the perfect balance.
We'll have to put that on the calendar for upcoming.
I don't want us to be beating around the bush with this divinity bullshit.
Yeah.
I want some good
all
hard
the
demon
way
fighting.
in.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Yeah. So then we also get Burt Young doing a monologue about like, "There's no way out of our business. You understand? There's no happy ending for guys like us. No salvation." Cut to Beckman sees a church.
So
once again, the editing. The
so
editing.
good. Yeah.
And running this church is a very downtrodden Jeff Fahey. This is our first Jeff Fahey. He's in a lot of these kind of movies. I'm sure we'll see Jeff Fahey again. People would know him from Lost and a number of other things. He's a character actor. And he worked like a day on this movie.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Still got that co-producer credit and maybe some more coin as a result of that. He's on the poster.
For some reason.
I mean, he's the bait. You know, you hook them with big name actors.
There's always
big name
that
actors.
is
always a bait and
because on the
switch.
poster it's mostly David Ayer White, but then there's also Jeff Fahey and Billy Baldwin.
Yeah.
I know he goes by William now, but it'll always be Billy to me. That's what he was back in the day.
He's always a Billy to me.
That's exactly how I feel about Billy Baldwin. And Jeff Fahey is praying to God, saying, "I got to choose between medicine or the church," because he's dying.
There's also a moment where they really imply that there's a lot of financial troubles going on, because he has a stack of what you would assume are bills.
Yeah, I think what he's implying is he has to choose whether to spend money on his own care or to save the church. That's what I took the medicine of the church thing.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, that does make sense.
And then out of nowhere, bleeding, shot in the side, Beckman bursts into this church, and he needs help.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of money, which we didn't really see until...
No, apparently he's
the
got
pile
a
of
big
cash.
old bag of cash.
We don't need to look too deeply into
So
that.
then we get this opening credits montage of him stitching up Beckman, him taking out just enough money to save the church.
Yeah.
And then burning the rest of it. Just what God would want.
Of course.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Take only what you need. and don't use any of the rest to
Yeah.
help anybody else.
That's kind of what you would think he would do, is maybe give that to the homeless or
No,
Didn't even
light it
think
on
of
fire,
that.
John.
light it up. And
Oh no.
and then I just wrote down Pastor Jeff Fahey burns evil money. And then
It's so interesting if you slow down that footage, you see like a puff of smoke form the devil's face, and then it goes up the chimney.
no, beaten again by Jeff Fahey.
You just hear the sound of Sauron just like in the old tongue.
I love the idea that it's just like a skeleton voice going, "Curses, God, you win this round." And then we get this montage of Beckman's rebirth. He's reading the Bible. Jeff Fahey is saying you have to let God control your life from now on. And as you perfectly summed it up, Devon, while we were watching it, it's a gritty rebirth because it's a lot of like, I don't know about this God.
Yeah.
And Jeff Fahey also grovelly being like, you've got to let God control you now.
And it
It's
kind of
like, my God, this is two gruff men talking about the Lord.
And it kind of feels like that moment in other action films or other movies where the hero is having to truly let go of what he cares about because his weakness is caring.
Yeah.
You know, which feels
He just
also
cares too
strange
much.
in a film like this where, you know, caring is usually what saves you. It felt like the reverse of that, but through the same process. It was very strange.
It is. Beckman as a character, if you try to chart this guy's character arc in this movie, good luck. Because I don't know what Beckman's whole deal is. And David Ayer White's performance is not helping me.
No.
And the movie is doing a lot of heavy lifting to try to move past David Ayer White's performance.
Yes. Yeah.
Weak.
So then we do like... We see he's a good person now because he's helping an old woman into a seat at the church. And I just wrote down, he likes old people now. And then we get a slow motion baptism.
So sensual.
Like,
Do you think there was a bath bomb in there?
No, that water was too clear.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Because washing away his sins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the God soap that does that. That washes
Aren't you
away the
supposed to be
sins.
naked when you get baptized?
Definitely not. Absolutely not. In any
Listen,
church I've ever been
I don't
to.
know what footage of Christianity you've seen, but I don't think it was Christianity.
Michael, what you experienced was not a baptism.
Oh,
That was just...
I need to call my parents. I'm concerned.
I've got a few questions for my mom and dad now. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Not even when you're a baby do they do that. They just sprinkle some water on your forehead. And
This
you're
happened to
good.
Lisbon when he was 22.
Oh.
They said it was a church.
Michael, were there anyone filming you?
Yeah.
while you did
Yes,
that?
actually.
They had a whole crew doing it. It was weird.
Yeah,
There was a boom mic, and it was actually beautifully shot.
Next
It-
time, get a
it
contract,
was.
Michael.
What's that?
Next time you do that, get a contract.
Oh, no, I did. I had
Oh.
to sign it in my own blood.
Oh,
Okay.
Yes. Was Billy Baldwin around?
He was, actually. Yeah. He was performing the baptism.
Yeah.
Lisbon's one of the victims of this movie. So we get a Jeff Fahey monologue about killing people in Vietnam before he dies.
That's what I want to talk about when I die.
Well, it was clearly his like secret that he was like holding on to.
But once again, I'm trying to understand what the moral message of this movie is.
Yes.
Because we're already talking about, like, I killed 11 men in the
Right.
Mekong jungle.
And he even says like they weren't even men; they were boys.
They were just boys.
I was not even fair.
And when I got the chance to leave, I didn't. I stayed in Vietnam. And you're just like, what? What? What is any of... But then I'm trying to think, like, how does this affect Beckman or the plot of this movie in any way?
He didn't then just go, and I realized at that point that, you know, what I was doing was futile. It was, you know, it was against, you know,
Right.
whatever. Like,
Right.
there was no... There's no moral that he learned from that experience.
No.
He's just saying, I killed 11 people, boys, in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he dies.
I think what
Yeah.
it's supposed to do is allow Beckman to see himself in this man who is so sweet and so generous and so pure, and be like, oh, he wasn't so pure. He was a killer just
So
like
I
me.
too could be redeemed.
Was he?
Right.
Except for then,
redeemable.
as soon as that switch is flipped later, he is killing everybody in
Yeah,
this
it doesn't
movie.
take much.
Was he? Excuse me. Was he? Because at that point Beckman was a priest, right? Was he
Yeah.
confessing so that he
Oh.
could go to
Well,
heaven?
Fascinating.
He's not a Catholic priest.
Right.
He's a minister in a
I suppose
church.
that's
So I don't know. But I guess maybe he wants to die unburdened at the very least.
Sure.
With that. Because he's just immediately dead, and it's just like, oh, Jeff Fahey's out of this thing.
It's kind of it kind of honestly is kind of a Yoda-like death. You know, Yoda just says some things and he fades away, and it's
Yeah.
kind of like similar, although less affecting. You know, because we haven't really built a relationship with this character at all.
No, Jeff Fahey's in the movie for 5 to 6 minutes, probably total screen time.
How
Yeah.
long is this movie?
This is a 97-minute movie.
God, it felt so much longer. I'm
It
not gonna
did.
lie.
It really did.
No, it's a little maybe actually I mean without credits it's like 90 minutes. And we'll talk about those credits because they've got some funky music.
Yes,
Oh, man.
oh God, I forgot about that already.
Yeah, I forgot that Skrillex made an appearance
Yeah.
in this movie.
Then it's Beckman is now the preacher, and he's not doing a good job based
No.
on this.
Well, because wasn't he doing bad and then he died and now he's great?
No, he dies, and now he's in charge of doing it.
Yes.
And he's bad.
And this
It's
is a year
after he
later.
adopts the girl that he becomes good at
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
No, this is not a year later. This is still in that because the year later happens when the girl shows up.
Oh, okay.
So there's when he arrives, a year passes with Jeff Fahey.
Right.
Oh, that's
yes.
right. Yeah,
Jeff Fahey dies. He takes over the church.
that's right.
Once again, the timeline on this movie is needlessly
It
complicated.
is all over the place. Yeah.
So he's giving this bad, vengeful sermon.
People are not
about
into it.
Moses and God smiting armies, and even an army can't defeat the will of God.
Yeah.
Which I thought was going to be kind of the point of the movie later on, but you never really get the sense that the villain has an army per se. There's just kind of
There's
people about.
10 of them. Is
Yeah.
10 people make
He doesn't
an army?
even fight those people really, though.
No.
It's just sort of assassins who are loosely affiliated with Billy Baldwin.
Yeah, it has the revenge arc of, and I have to admit I haven't seen John Wick, so I can't. For me, I'm not going to make those comparisons,
Sure.
even though they seem to be plentiful. But I have seen Kill Bill,
Yeah.
and
Sim-
it does
similar
have a,
structure.
Does
Yes.
have a kind of like crossing names off of a list. Some people who are like going to try and justify their way out of it. You get all that.
Right. But the problem is the movie does not do a good job of linking the bad guys, and they're all just sort of randomly there.
Yeah.
When the initial crime that he's avenging happens, but
Right.
then they don't appear to be affiliated with Billy Baldwin for the rest of the movie.
Yeah.
That's what's odd to me.
And in
Yes.
some cases, seem to be like, no, that guy's a weirdo. Like,
Yeah.
we don't like him. I don't know him. It's
They
like,
seem to just be contractors who Billy Baldwin hired.
right.
And so it's just odd that he's killing all of these people.
And not just
some
Billy
of whom
Baldwin.
didn't actually do anything in that moment. I mean, they were there.
Yeah.
But technically, Billy Baldwin is the one who kills the old lady.
Yeah.
And everybody else just kind of I guess, and the woman is the one who actually kidnaps the daughter. But, like, bearded guy, who we find out is evil for other reasons,
Right.
is just kind of there, isn't he?
Yeah.
What I also found, and this was a promise the movie didn't really deliver on, which in movies like this, you feel like there's a sense that when someone's being kidnapped or especially someone who's getting re-kidnapped has been previously under control, there's something special about this girl. There's
Right.
something unique about this situation. And as we find out throughout the film, there's really nothing unique about Tabitha. In fact, she's already been discarded by the time we get to see her again in the film. So really, like, why does any of this happen? You know?
Yeah,
Like,
they
why does
they do an awful job of
Yeah, why-
establishing Tabitha.
Yeah,
Right.
why did they take her back if they just literally threw her in a garbage can?
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Like, what was the need? I don't understand.
Well, because once again, with Tabitha in general, they do a bad job of connecting her to Beckman, and they do a bad job, and they do a no job of connecting her to Billy Baldwin.
Yeah.
Because
At
Billy
all.
Baldwin, when he shows up to kidnap her, is like, you run away from me, whatever. Like, how could you do this? Like, I thought you were happy with us, or
you made vows,
Yeah.
and, like, connected, and like we were gonna be bonded forever, and then it's like, no, I guess not. Okay.
yeah,
No.
I don't.
Into the garbage can.
So we should say that
the raccoons.
after he gives this bad sermon, he's just like, I can't do this, and he's immediately packing his bags to leave. He's like, nope, I'm no Jeff Fahey. I got to get out of here. And yes, we meet.
Wasn't it Abigail?
Abigail, who is the magical black
Miss
woman
Abigail.
of this movie, because she's here to be like, no, I believe in you. You can do it, Beckman. And he's just like, I don't know. But then, I guess, because God sent her, because he needed something in his life, I can only assume.
I guess.
This teenage girl Tabitha comes crashing into the church, and she's like, "Please, I need help." And she won't tell him what her whole deal is
At all.
Refuses to talk about it whatsoever. And then the movie just cuts to a year later. I'm serious. It
Pretty
is.
abruptly.
They bring her into the back. He's like, "What happened to you?" She goes, "I don't want to talk about it. All right, you can't help
End of
me."
scene.
Title card 1 year later. And the three of us watching this movie were like, what is going on right now?
We just missed so much.
And all of a sudden, he's a happy, smiley pastor up there giving a happy, nice
And
sermon.
she's also in a good place
Yeah.
as well.
She's playing guitar and singing a hymn. And
she's a good singer too.
a whole
And you just
whole
like-
arc happened within that cut.
yeah, and it was just like, whoa, what is going on here? As you said, Lisman, the movie should have started here.
Yes.
Right.
Because it should have. I mean, the more interesting way to do this would have been to present this pastor, his daughter, this church, and then discover he was a hitman.
Yeah.
He took in this girl who had run from a cult.
Right.
Revealing that information during the events of the movie.
But that
would
would
have
be,
been.
But that would be interesting, John.
Yeah.
And this movie has no interest in being interesting.
Oh,
And it-
Lord, no.
I found it almost creepier that he kept referring to her as his daughter, having known their backstory the whole time, rather than being like, oh, that is his daughter.
Right.
Oh, no, he just took her in, and that's how close they
And
are.
took her in. It's only been a year since he took
That's
her in.
not a long period of time.
And also, she was already. Because what is she? Is she 17 here? Is that what
I
they
mean,
say?
theoretically.
Yeah.
She's
and-
18 because we see her graduate from high school.
Yeah, I guess. But I think even later in the film, he says something about her being 17.
So she
was just 17. So, like,
yeah,
she was 16
yeah.
when.
So that I'm
she
saying
came
that
to
she's
him.
pretty old at that point to, in that short a period of time, come to see this man as her father.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
no mention of her family.
Nope.
Like what happened?
One mention with the mother.
Yes, there is
about
one.
the necklace.
The necklace. But what happened to the mother? I don't know.
It doesn't
I don't know
matter.
who this is.
Yeah,
Did
it
she
doesn't
run
matter.
away? Did she get kidnapped? What happened?
Brighton Sharbino is who plays Tabitha in this movie.
Okay.
And I actually know this actress as I'm looking through this
Oh.
because she was on The Walking Dead when she was a little girl.
Okay.
That's how long The Walking Dead's been on.
That's terrifying to even think about.
Yeah, she played Lizzie in 9 episodes of The Walking Dead. And she was like a key character for a while on that show.
I didn't think she was too bad, but she also wasn't in most
I was going
of
to
the
say,
film.
she's not really in the movie enough for me to
Yeah.
have an opinion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once again, though, she's been in real stuff.
yeah.
Brighton Sharbino.
Do you
Oh,
thi-
wow. So we were talking about how old she is. She would have been 17 when this movie came out.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
She just looks...
She's going to turn 19 in a little bit. So
Hopefully she turns away from these bad films.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has some better luck.
yeah. I don't know that that's the case. If she's, let's see what we got. Well, she already did a movie called Miracles from Heaven as well.
boy.
Oh,
So that's another.
Do you think?
Although it's interesting to have been in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Not the most Christian program.
No. I
Certainly a
would
lot
say
of violence like this movie, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
A different kind, though. More of the eating human flesh variety.
Do you think that? Well, you do consume the flesh and blood of Christ as part of sacrifice.
You know what? I take it back. That show's the most Christian show on television.
Exactly.
The
Thank you.
zombies are just Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's actually a thing about the persecution of Christianity.
Oh.
If you'd really dig for it. The most persecuted of people,
Yeah.
by the way. We
Yes.
can all agree on that.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, they have it so hard.
So hard. Yeah.
yeah, and I like we can tell he's doing better at the sermon, not just because of what he's saying, but because when he was saying the vengeful stuff, Abigail was shaking her head, and now she's nodding it. And you're like, okay, whatever this lady thinks, she approves.
It's context clues.
The other person we see in the church service both times is this teenage boy
named Tom.
Tom. Jacob Melton is this actor. Yes.
He's a good boy, but he gets into dark stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised we didn't. He kind of just leaves the film halfway through.
No, he doesn't leave the film. He's locked in a cage and left there.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yes.
The movie ends and
Beckman
he's
and
still in a
Salvatore
cage.
just put him in a cage.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
they go,
God, guys.
You'll be safe here.
Oh, and his captor jokes about how he's going to be there for 5 years, but we never see him come out of there. So I'm going to assume.
I'm just gonna go ahead and
he's there
assume
for 5
he's
years.
still there.
Salvatore's like, what kid? I don't know.
What
I
if the
don't
movie
remember.
ended sort of like Salvatore going through this like storage unit, and it's like the end of
Raiders,
and it's just a bunch of teens
Yeah.
in cages.
See, I like the idea of the villain of the very obviously coming sequel, that it's actually Tom, who, angry about this, has become a religious zealot and
Hey, there we
comes
go.
back to hunt down Beckman for locking him in a cage and also not being a good enough Christian. So it becomes a competition as to who could be the best Christian through death and murder.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I like that
Yeah.
idea a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ends with them crucifying themselves.
They both crucify us.
I do like that it's just the personification of the song. I can do anything better than you can.
Yeah. Now, what if they're they're on crosses?
Yeah.
And but they're like walking around, and there's a fight scene with their arms tied to crosses. I think there could be some really interesting choreography there.
Yeah.
Some very interesting and blasphemous imagery going on here.
Yeah.
People really didn't like Beckman too. Yes. So we see this kid, and the second time we see, this time he's very creepily filming.
Yeah.
Tabitha singing, but he's keeping that camera, his phone, like
Keep
low.
it low.
Like,
yeah.
This is for my own personal use.
He's not getting a good angle. He's trying not to be spotted.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Which he's bad at.
Yeah.
'cause she mentions it.
Yeah.
later.
On the way out, though, Beckman sees him and he has a black eye, and he's like, "Where'd this come from?" And he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it." And we all thought at this point, "Oh, he's into some shady shit."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not actually.
Oh yeah. That punch has nothing to do with
Nope.
with his.
In
bad
fact, it was
stuff.
a good thing that he was standing up for his Christian beliefs that got him hit. Once again, the persecuted Christians.
That's the Shyamalan twist we were all looking for.
What a twist. But he. So yeah, and then that's when she says, "How'd the video turn out?" He's like, What? I wasn't filming you." And then the weirdest scene though is he leaves and Beckman turns around and goes, "You gotta stop teasing him."
Yeah, you gotta put out the way that Jesus intended.
I did just think like, ew, Beckman, no, like. God.
So yeah, he's either implying that she needs to put out,
Yeah.
or she needs to just stop talking to him.
I think that's the implication is that it's like,
Yeah, because
you
he
obviously don't
likes
like-
you,
Yeah.
and you can't keep stringing him along or whatever.
How
sort of
could
thing.
you like him? He's such a dweeb. Like,
Yeah.
go for a real man.
Yeah.
Me.
Somebody who kills people. Yeah. Because that's what this movie will associate masculinity with. Murder.
It is also like, if they're in this father-daughter relationship,
Yeah.
he does have an obligation as the father figure to repel any potential matches for his
suppose
daughter.
that's
Yes,
true. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
So he is just fulfilling his.
Well, and
his-
he successfully does that by locking this man in a cage.
Yeah.
Later.
Do you think that's why he actually did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to,
Stay away from my not
good
daughter.
luck fucking my daughter now, asshole.
You're in a storage unit now.
So then, this is the most insane cut in the movie. It just cuts to Beckman driving through the desert,
Oh yeah.
And his car getting faster and faster, at least on the speedometer. As you point out, Listman, it still seems that he's going about 35 based on the stuff around him.
Yeah.
And I would say that I've also, I hope the police doesn't come for me, but I've gone 60 or 70 on a highway.
That's it. This whole thing was a sting. Damn it. Bring him in.
Oh no.
Swarm.
I knew it. He's going like a very modest speed.
Yeah.
On a abandoned road on a revenge fueled trip. He has no urgency.
No.
He cares about safety, which is good. That's
but
a good thing.
I do like
He's
that
speeding.
70 miles an hour is like him, like off the rails.
Good Lord. Is this the same Beckman?
Doesn't he shout like the beginning of John Wick?
He just screams,
He just
as
screams
he's
while
driving.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We see his face shaking in classic David Ayer White
Yep.
fashion, and then he just lets out a primal yell.
I want to see him cry, but his face is shaking. Like he's shaking out those tears.
Yeah. It's like a crazy daisy up in here.
But we cut to, and we have absolutely no idea what's going on.
None.
Yeah.
We've jumped ahead.
And then
I'm
all of a
very
sudden,
confused.
he's got a machine gun, and he's kicking in the door of a place. It cuts to black 10 hours earlier. This one
Why?
really was like,
Why?
This is just bad.
You've lost
This
me.
is just trying to be like Tarantino for the sake of it,
Yeah.
There's no call for this at all.
But then, like, after this moment, the movie is linear. So it abandons that premise within the first 15 minutes of the film.
I mean,
Yeah.
thank goodness, because if they kept it up,
It would have been very
I would have been
confusing.
lost.
That's
yeah.
true. I think they recognize that, like, oh, you know what? Maybe we should.
Hey, we've had our fun.
Exactly.
Let's just tell a story now.
Yeah.
We were just goofing around.
Although, just for my own interest in the movie, I kind of wish it had kept doing this just to be like,
The most confusing movie we've seen on this podcast.
yeah, I think just for the entertainment value of this show, I wish it had kept doing that.
Yeah, that's
because we
true.
would have had a lot of fun with that.
Missed
Yeah.
opportunity.
Although to be fair, we did Iron Mask the other week, a movie that basically starts a new plot every 15 minutes. So
It certainly introduces a new main character every scene.
that movie literally, that movie's like, good luck following this, audience.
I loved that film. It was so good.
I still don't quite know what to make of that movie.
Exactly.
But so the big thing here is it's just a delightful night at the church with Beckman and Tabitha and Abigail. And Tabitha's gotten something in the mail, and it seems like it just might be an acceptance letter to college.
Aw, she's come so far.
But before they have time to open it, in comes crime.
Crime.
Yes, this is where we meet Billy Baldwin as Reese. Now, I don't think we saw Daniel Baldwin a couple weeks ago in Death Kiss on the show. I almost said
Yes.
Death Wish because the makers of Death Kiss would be happy if I thought
Yeah.
that it was called Death Wish. But so we're used to seeing these Alec clones, but I know, Devon, you were quite taken with just how much Billy Baldwin is the low-rent Alec.
I really can't think of another moment that I've actually heard or seen him in any reality. I know of his existence, but this was like first time really coming to terms with that.
Yeah.
What that meant for cinematography worldwide.
And it really is. Then the second, they all have the same voice.
Yep.
And it really is just like, we can't get Alec, we got Billy.
Now, if on the front we say Billy or William in very small letters and then Baldwin in bigger letters, I think we might convince people
And it's
that
one of those
Alec
things
Baldwin
where it's
is
like,
in this movie.
if you just sort of just take a quick glance at the screen, you're like, is that Al? No, that's not Alec.
No.
He just doesn't. None of them ever really had the presence of Alec. I think that was the problem. None of them had that thing that made Alec a star. You know, and that's just And the other thing is like, we already have Alec. We don't need a bunch of the same guy.
Yeah. No.
But anyway, I think he's fine in this. He's having fun with some of the crazy monologues he gets in it.
Yeah.
I don't think he worked too much on this movie either, though.
No.
It seems like they shot a lot of his stuff all at once. But he comes in, and yes, we find out he comes in with his hench people, Frank, Janice, and not Dan.
No, what was the other name? They were all the title cards of the film.
Kirk.
Kirk.
Right.
Because Janice and
wasn't.
Kirk
Yeah.
Are
are siblings, so they're
Right.
linked together under the Janice chapter.
Which, when I saw Kirk, I didn't actually remember him from the first scene at all. He was kind of to me,
because he
kinda
didn't
came
do
out of
anything
nowhere.
in the first one.
Yeah,
in the first
no.
scene, yeah.
Dan is the character we'll have to talk about, though, because Dan is the husband of Janice.
Right.
And he is, what a character.
I'm Dan's biggest fan.
That is the part I would play. I think.
that's what you'd be up for,
I would,
Lisman,
I
yeah.
would love to
That's
play
the
that
part I would play in real life. Just
yeah.
in my relationships. Just this like dweeby guy.
Are
who's
you
like,
an assassin?
Are you hurting people and trafficking people in our basement without my knowledge?
What?
Is that why I can't go down into the basement?
You know, I never thought to ask until right now.
Yeah,
That does explain the screams.
And so, yeah, Billy Baldwin gets a monologue about, like, yeah, you took a vow. We got to take her back. And then proceeds to pistol whip an old woman.
Mm-hmm.
He just clubs Abigail upside the head.
Really for no reason.
Really
He's
for no
senseless.
reason. And they take Tabitha. But back, we get some real face shaking from David Ayer White here, and they keep doing the classic, like, what are you gonna do, preacher man? You can't stop us. Yeah. You're obviously not a retired killer.
We don't recognize a very infamous assassin who works in the same network as we do. Nah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Every other assassin in this movie knows who he is, except for these assassins.
Yeah, these other high quality, high profile assassins.
Yeah, and also, as we point out, he's in a church just a block down
block-
from where his last
Right.
murder took place.
Yeah, so
Nobody ever came looking for him
he
here.
could literally see this church from outside the building.
Yep.
Like they've made a point of that.
It was
so.
basically right next door.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So they do that. We see the pistol whip woman on the ground with blood coming out of her head, and I'm going, is she dead? I don't. But luckily that's taken care of because Beckman receives a phone call in the next scene saying she's dead.
Yeah.
So
if you
gonna,
were
like,
uncertain
yeah.
based on the cinematography,
Which
now
we
you know.
were. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just like that idea of like, hey, hello, hospital. Yes. Oh, she's dead.
So okay, here's my question:
Yeah.
does she not have a family who they would call?
No,
instead?
Beckman seems to be her family.
Yeah, Beckman, Tabitha, and
Abigail.
They're they're a family.
They are a family. Okay.
Damn it, she's dead.
Because legally speaking, it does have to be like a family member.
Yeah, next
who
of kin, right?
Yeah, next of kin.
She's got him down as the emergency contact.
I guess.
And I will say that it kind of makes, because he was present at the time of her murder, so maybe there's something there. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
But I'm still confused. Why did she need to die in the first place? They didn't have to kill her. She could have even been injured, and that would have been enough because it's about Tabitha. So why did we?
Yeah,
why
at no
did we-
point does he go like, and you killed Abigail.
Right.
No, it's just about
he
Tabitha.
He does forget about Abigail.
Yeah.
Very quickly.
But here, Tom has come into the church and he's like, what do you know, you son of a bitch? He never says that because we should say there is no even modicum of cursing in this movie.
No,
It's,
not at all.
It's almost weird how R-rated the violence is and yet how PG the language is.
it's just
like a good Christian.
the priorities of this film are so strange.
Because it is weird because we watch so many of these movies and it's so bizarre not to hear someone be like, you motherfucker. Because that's what we're used to in these things.
Right.
Like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
High stakes.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to understand the mindset of the F word being worse than seeing a man
And even-
shooting somebody repeatedly.
Even the F word.
Yeah.
That's not even. There's
No.
not even like, listen up, asshole.
No.
Right.
There's nothing like that even. We're
yeah.
not even getting to that level. There is nothing.
Nothing.
Nobody says ass. Nobody says bastard or bitch or anything
But,
like that.
you know, in the
not
Bible,
even network TV stuff.
Yeah.
in the Bible, it is canonical that all sins are equal. So really, cursing is just as bad as killing, which, now that I'm saying this aloud, seems more like a justification to curse throughout the film because
Yes.
they commit
and that's
murder
actually the
a lot.
attitude of a lot of movies. The way they talk about, well, we already knew we were going to get an R for the blood, so we might as well put in the
Right.
cursing and the nudity or the whatever as
Right.
well, because if we're getting the R, let's go all in.
Right.
Yeah.
And then make it, an enjoyable film, because who doesn't love cursing, especially creative cursing?
Yeah.
I mean, Samuel L. Jackson has built his career on that.
I mean, that man wields foul language like no one else.
It's the armor of Christ.
It's
really, it's incredible.
we needed the energy, not Samuel Jackson himself. We needed that kind of energy in this movie. 'Cause
We needed any energy. in this film.
this movie is so grim, but in such an uninteresting way. It's just grim, but it's so boring.
Yes.
So now he gets all the teenage boy knows was like, somebody at my work asked me about that girl and I said she was here. That's the only connection he has. Doesn't he say something about somebody at work said, who is that? And I said, she's at the church. So he doesn't actually have any connection to anything bad.
No. So he works at the local
I thought he
Cold
was going
Stone
to beat
Creamery.
the shit out of this kid, is what I was really hoping.
I was also, yeah.
Yeah.
This mobster comes into this Cold Stone Creamery where this kid works.
In comes Billy Baldwin.
It comes Billy Baldwin.
Yeah, I was wondering about this girl.
Hey, have you seen this girl? Oh, yeah, she goes to my church.
Really? Could you
point me in the right direction?
Write down the address of that church.
Also, I have a gun. You're going to take me there.
Yeah. And he's all upset. And this is the only point where he goes like, they killed Abigail and they took... He is really trying to do that Christian Bale Batman voice a lot. That's right.
Rachel, where are the other drugs going? Swear to me.
Yeah, that's... Where's the trigger? That's what he keeps saying in the third one. He's always like, where's the trigger?
Yeah.
Just strangely a really good Richard Nixon impression too.
It's getting there.
It's not too far away.
I'm Beckman,
headless clone of Agnew.
So he gets on the phone with the network, and this is the first introduction. And this is where, if you didn't think this was a John Wick ripoff, as soon as we bring in the network of assassins, oh my god!
I do like that the network was implied but never shown. You know what I mean?
Unlike John Wick.
Good storytelling.
Because they don't have the money. Because the whole thing, there's the whole cool thing in John Wick with the operators who still use the boards of the phone.
Yeah,
that's very fun.
And they're all dressed like 1950s operators, but they're all covered in tattoos.
Oh, that's very fun.
Right, because it's all like cool aesthetic stuff in the John Wick movies. There's lots of creativity and thought that goes into the world building in those movies. Unlike this.
Wait, that's why those movies are popular?
Yeah, that's a big reason. Okay. Yeah, is their creative and interesting world building that they do about building this insane comic book universe of assassins.
I've never been a fan of storytelling, so
so you're more of a Beckman fan.
Yeah, much more of a Beckman.
Prefer Beckman over Wick.
Pure Flix
really.
is
Yeah. I don't want to think that hard. No, here it's just a voice on a phone.
Yep.
And he's like, I need information about where. Because the only information the teen tells him is the guy had a spider tattoo, which also. Who was that then? I guess it's this gang he goes.
It was
and
the
shoots.
first one,
yeah.
Because he gets the address,
but
and
also
the gun.
right. So it
even
was the
calling
big
the
guy.
Super Network. There's only one guy with a spider tattoo in crime.
Yeah, who's so tall and has brown hair.
Well, I
That's
think
not enough to go
maybe
off of.
this is the guy.
This might be the guy, the choreographer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he might be this guy.
Because also he always wore a hat, so if he's bald,
Yeah.
because that didn't ring any bells initially.
Let me see who he plays here. Old G-Rod himself.
Brother of A-Rod.
Oh, he played a character named Piston.
Oh wait, maybe he was one of those guys in the rubber.
I think that's where he is.
Because there were a lot of baldies in that scene.
Yeah,
In
because
the
there's
rubber?
Dirge. He was the main guy with the huge beard. That was
yes.
Randall Reeder as Dirge.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
That was
gotcha.
probably the point in the film, not to get too far ahead, but I was maybe the most excited at that point in the film because I don't think I've ever really seen people in very bright rubber aprons, like classic apron style rubber. It's just fascinating. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
exciting.
I thought they were gonna get blood all over it.
Me too.
I thought it was gonna be a gruesome torture
Well, that is the
scene.
thing. For as much violence as we talk about, it's also kind of not that violent.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
interesting. It still doesn't get to a John Wick level of violence.
It's mostly just shooting violence with a couple of excellent exceptions.
Yeah. And even like the drill thing, it's mostly implied.
Yes.
Right.
It doesn't go to the John Wick level of like
Yeah.
when John Wick puts a pencil in a guy's head.
Yeah.
You see it.
It is
you know.
close up on that.
Oh yeah, they hide nothing about that pencil entering someone's head.
Yeah.
Or those 3 guys he kills with a pencil actually in chapter 2.
Yeah.
So he calls what I just said. He calls Assassin 411, and they're like, "Well, if we give you this information, you know what the price is. You owe a debt to the network." And he's like, "I understand. Now give me the information on the guy with the spider tattoo." And I guess they do because it cuts back to him at the 10 hours. We're caught back up with the story.
Finally.
Thank goodness.
And he kicks in this door, and he's just like, "Show me your hands!" And he wants to know... What does he want to know? He wants to know
where they are.
Yeah, where Tabitha is. Yeah,
Right, Tabitha.
And they don't really know. They're just kind of... This is when you find out that the accomplices were really more of just, associates at one point.
they
hired goons.
Yeah,
really.
exactly.
What does it matter? Because they pull guns, and he proceeds to murder all of them with a machine gun.
Yeah,
Well, actually,
effectively.
he has a few different guns here because he does do a thing where he's locked up with a guy who's grabbed onto his rifle.
Love that move, yeah.
And so he pulls out a handgun and shoots this guy through the chest with it.
yeah.
He does that twice, but he pulls out a different gun from the same spot.
Yeah.
So we really don't know.
He appears to just have a holster that generates another gun
Which
behind
is
it.
really convenient,
Yeah.
honestly, if you think
so
about it.
He pulls
Yeah.
one gun, and then another gun just pops back up into the holster.
This might have actually been what we were asking for, but we just kind of passed it off, which is really what we see a lot with Christianity. That was the
Right.
miracle. That was the presence of God.
Instead of
Here you go,
multiplying
Beckman, another
fish,
handgun.
yeah, instead of multiplying fish, it's guns.
To shoot the masses.
Yes.
Instead of feeding them.
Jesus
Exactly.
made one gun into many guns.
Yeah.
the original arms dealer.
I'm going to turn this pea shooter into a full rifle.
There you go.
It's turning water to wine. It's
There you go.
impressive.
Yeah.
See how this was a 38? Now it's a rocket launcher.
I wish this movie had a rocket
It
launcher.
does not have a rocket launcher, and that is usually something that gets our seal of approval.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
somebody, but nothing will beat the rocket launcher duel from Invasion USA.
That's true, yeah.
When both Chuck Norris and the villain both had rocket launchers on each other, as if they were handguns.
That is magical.
Yep. Yeah.
He shoots a guy point blank with a rocket launcher, and then the movie just ends. Because where do you go from there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
literally
the
nowhere.
best ending.
And so he kills my other favorite one is there's a guy so the guy's obviously got the door covered. So Beckman just holds his machine gun. He's against the wall and he holds it out into the room
And blind fires.
and blind fires for a while. It's like
yeah.
He'll hit him eventually.
Yeah.
he did because we see the guy is dead then,
Yeah.
and then he finds a girl handcuffed in a closet.
Yeah.
And
Every
he
step of the
doesn't
way.
do anything to save her. He just runs out, grabs one of these guys' phones, and gives it to her.
Yeah.
And then we see her calling 911. It's the same thing we saw in Death Kiss.
Yes.
Which is these kind of revenge vigilante movies have no interest in these heroes, quote unquote heroes, saving people.
Yeah, that's not what it's
Only
about.
punishing the bad guys.
Right.
Which is interesting because of the fact that this is a Christian film.
Yeah, there's no like, which is so weird because
Like,
you would
at-
think like,
at
yeah, you
least-
killed these guys,
Yeah.
but then I mean, I'm talking even just seeing him uncuff this girl would have been
Right.
something. No.
Like checking
she's
her
still there.
vitals.
Yeah.
You know?
Anything.
Yeah. Anything.
That I mean, we've talked about the screenwriting theory of save the cat on
Yeah.
here, right? That
Yeah.
the idea that if you have metaphorically, right, but or it could be literally, if you have a protagonist save a cat at the beginning of the movie or some equivalent sort of thing, you as an audience instinctively like this character.
Oh, yeah.
This movie has no interest in doing those.
No.
moments.
Yeah, I don't like this character.
No, I don't like Beckman. I guess taking in Tabitha's kind of meant to be the save the cat moment, but it's so just like glossed over.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel great because when they meet, the time that we see them, see him save her, it's not positive. Like, she's like, no, I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to leave. And he's like, don't. 10 years, a year later. You know,
Yeah, and it's already taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the hard, and interesting emotions are just like, yeah, that happened in the interim. Meanwhile, we're past that though. So then this is where we first get the sense that Billy Baldwin's a cult leader.
Yeah.
Because he gets a phone call and he's got like 4 women kneeling in front of him, and and also he's dressed up. He's got a beaded necklace and beaded bracelets, and he's in sort of flowing robe-like clothing.
If you're in linen, you're in a cult. That's
just a
rules to
general
live by.
thumb.
Yeah.
Absolutely, stay away from the linen, folks.
You know what? Actually, you guys have sold me. I will start a cult. I'm a fan of linen.
Comfort and breathability.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Signs of the devil.
Exactly.
So Beckman calls him, but he calls him on Eric's phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yes, hello, Eric. And we get the first of very few one-liners in this movie.
Yes. It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, he says, Eric won't be having any more ideas, says Beckman.
That's not good.
It's not pithy.
Hey, do you want to give us another one? Give us another take there.
Yeah. Why don't you just try one more time?
New choice, please.
No.
Okay. All right.
Did they break for lunch after that? Like, really, what happened with that line?
Like,
I think I imagine that they wrote that and they went, "Oh, I think we're done for the day." That's brilliant stuff right there.
I'll just make some room on my shelf for the Oscar that I will inevitably.
We always
get
love
as well.
imagining the writers writing these one-liners being like, "Yeah,
we nailed
Got
it.
it.
yeah, that's people are gonna be quoting Eric won't be having any more ideas. That's gonna be on shirts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's going to be the "I'll be back" of this movie. So he's like, "That's right, I'm coming for you." It's a class. This is very much the Taken kind of scene, right?
Very much so. They even give us this like profile close up on the phone.
Yeah,
talking
and you
into
better
it.
believe his face is shaking all over the place.
Oh,
as he's
yeah.
doing this.
Yeah.
So he's going to come and get. And this is where he said. I wish I had written down exactly what he says, because he talks about like she's rejected the cult, so she's paying it off with time in the desert or something like that.
No, the desert has drunken her water and she's in darkness.
That's what
I think
it is. It's something. Yeah, that's pretty close to what it is.
Which is like
and so
really wild
language
language that
and then
never revisit.
He just hangs up the phone. It's like, oh my god, she's dead. And he'll spend the rest of the movie being like, they killed Tabitha.
I really wish when he did eventually come across her, he was like, oh my god, she's a zombie.
Yeah. He kills her.
She's still in the same role she was in originally in The Walking Dead. She's a zombie.
Because she has to be dead.
Yeah. And so, but it's one of those things too, because he says it in this weird poetic and vague way.
That
you're like, she's not dead.
Yeah.
She's definitely
two
not dead.
could put,
Also, I didn't think this Christian movie was gonna have the girl actually be dead.
Why not?
No. Yeah. I think it would have actually created an interesting opportunity to talk about something, but because we'll get there.
Also,
we'll get there.
it's when we get to the human trafficking thing, I do want to talk about. They definitely veer away from some of the darker implications of that.
Mm-hmm.
We flash back then.
Oh, good.
And it's her graduating high school.
Yeah.
And he's bought her a car, a guitar, and a smartphone.
Jesus.
This guy's loaded. He's the most loaded reverend.
Well, he's got all that blood money from his murdering career.
I thought most of that got thrown in the fire.
I think that was just the payment for the most
one
recent
job, yeah.
hit.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking he's got savings full of murder money.
And we did see a stack of money fall out of the fire.
Yeah.
During that
Which
shot.
I didn't see Jeff Fahey move too quick to throw that back
he didn't.
in.
He was like, it's the Lord's Lord's
in the words of Arrested Development. That's a freebie.
Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yeah. So he's and then he's like she says, I can't accept all this stuff because nothing comes for free in this world.
Yeah.
And she's still traumatized from her experience in the cult, and he's just like, I care about you.
And I do appreciate that this movie doesn't necessarily it would have been really easy for them to just allow the characters to get over things quickly.
Yeah.
So at least we do have some attention to detail saying, hey, when you're kidnapped and part of a cult, take some time to get over that.
The idea that the movie is indicating characters have trauma is good.
Yes.
The way they show trauma is
Very bad.
quite terrible.
Very bad.
Yeah, yeah. Once again, there's a lot of things in this movie where they understand what they want to do, but their execution of it is awful.
Yes.
Because, you probably could make a good movie out of the pieces of this movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
But-
it's called John Wick.
There's 3 of them.
There's
so,
3 of
yeah,
them. Soon to be 4.
Yeah, and 5. They're shooting 4 and 5 at the same time.
Wow.
Yeah. Hey, strike while the iron's hot.
I
you know?
guess. Yeah.
Also, Keanu's getting older. He can only make so many.
True.
As he
That's
said, like
true,
his
yeah.
body can only handle so many more of these movies.
Yeah.
So he once again. He then opens the letter from the college that they were going to open before
Right.
she kidnapped, and he got into college, and he's like, she'll never go to college.
She
now.
was so close. Because college never offers opportunities for darkness or getting into trouble.
I'm just so why did they have to do the flashback if he could just open up the letter and it was a college acceptance?
Well, and I will say none of the flashbacks actually do anything
No.
to the characters.
No.
They only indicate, they still indicate everything we already
Right.
know about their relationship.
Yeah.
Nothing deepens it, really.
It's just communicating the same thing over
Yeah.
and over again. Yeah.
yeah.
So now he's headed to the henchwoman's house.
Sure.
Janice.
What an
Ooh, this
evil
was
name.
easily the best part of the film revolved around Janice and her. I'm
Absolutely.
going to use the word brood here.
Yeah.
posse?
This is Kira Reed Lorsch is this actress. She's been in a number of
Pure Flicks.
She did look familiar. I'm not going to lie.
not Pure Flicks. That's the interesting thing about Kira Reed. She's been in a number of B action movies, but she's primarily known for her work in the very not Christian Playboy TV.
Oh. Okay.
That explains the role she was in as a sex trafficker.
Gotcha.
She wasn't acting.
Is best known for her 7-year stint as the reporter for a Playboy series called
Oh no.
Sexcetera.
Oh, this is golden.
Huh.
How did
Etc. A
How did she
1-hour
get this?
monthly news magazine covering the world of sex. She hosted 48 episodes.
Wow.
Yeah, longer than any of the other people who were hosts or reporters on it. So
wow.
yeah,
Very popular.
Yeah.
On Playboy TV.
Playboy TV for
So
anyone
she's-
who ever had that channel.
She's no stranger to
Yeah.
using women
Yeah,
or being
Yeah.
used, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. She also hosted a series called 69 Sexy Things to Do Before You Die.
Is one of them being Beckman?
She was also the supervising producer and writer for that series. So
Cool.
So I will say she is the strangest cast member of Beckman in that sense.
Easily, to say the least.
I wanna
I
know-
can't imagine they were probably thrilled about.
I wanna
and then
know
she's
what's
currently
behind
making
the-
a movie called Cupcakes for Christmas.
Oh. Oh.
But they also cast her. You know,
Yeah,
she
yeah.
they what? I'm so confused.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to imagine what a conversation between the super religious production team is and her. What do you even talk about there?
Yeah, because I will say there's nothing else on her. She starred in what I'm sure will be a future episode of this show, Cheerleader Ninjas.
That's nothing but golden. Can only be good.
Cheerleader Ninjas. And who could forget Passion Cove, Chained Heat,
Oh boy. Jesus.
Sins of Summer.
Oh boy.
Oh, she's in The Sex Files, Alien Erotica, Sexual Intrigue, Strip Mall,
Oh my god.
Secrets of a Chambermaid,
Oh,
Carnal Fate.
Oh my god.
she must have had some kind of redemption arc as an actress. You know, with the producers, there must have been some.
I'm assuming that every actor had to be baptized to be in this film.
Maui
most
Heat.
likely. Wow.
Yeah, a lot. She's in a lot of this kind of after darks at Beverly Hills bordello.
Well, wow. Good, good for her. She's
yeah.
been on a journey. She's done her time. She's clearly
and then
very
lots
good at
of,
what she does.
Like the cheerleader ninjas, demon's claw, blood countess, vampire, blood relative. So a lot of them that kind of like B horror stuff.
She's got the best career.
Witches of
these.
Amityville Academy. Oh, that was the same year as Beckman. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that this looks like quite a bit different than Beckman from looking at this movie.
Did she do Beckman under a pseudonym? Like,
No.
how did she?
Kira Reed Lorsch.
I have no idea.
It's so interesting.
That's amazing.
So, Beverly Hills Christmas 2 she has coming out later this year. Looks like she does a lot of the Christmas movies, too. Mm-hmm. A wild and varied career. I will say she is by far the most interesting actor in this movie.
Certainly more interesting than the movie.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, her IMDb was riveting, actually. So, yes, he shows up, and there's this guy at the door. This is Listman's part in the movie. This is Kevin Downs as Dan. Now he is a Pure Flix regular.
I got that impression.
Yeah.
That kind of makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
He was in Courageous, which is the spiritual sequel to Fireproof, the Kirk Cameron classic. If you recall, if either of you recall the movie Fireproof, which is a Christian movie about firefighters,
I do remember
this
that.
was the same sort of take, but about cops.
Okay.
Courageous.
Was Fireproof the one with Audrey Hepburn?
That
It was like a firefighter.
No,
I'm thinking of a
it was
different
after that.
Okay.
Fireproof was the one with Kirk Cameron.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yes, Kirk Cameron was.
Was he in it, or did he just direct it?
Yeah, he's the star of it.
Okay.
But it's about a firefighter who's having marriage issues. I've actually seen that movie, and it is awful.
Yep.
It does have Kirk Cameron overcoming an addiction to online porn, though, which is pretty great.
Cool.
Though, of course, we never see any of that.
She's so strong.
Yeah.
So strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. We only just get Weinstein's wife like, you're just there looking at that trash on your computer. He's also in the hilarious Mom's Night Out.
Oh. Yeah. Blockbuster hit.
Faith of Our Fathers. And I Can Only Imagine.
What my eyes would do.
The song you know, the story you don't. The inspiring and untrue story behind Mercy Me's beloved chart-topping song that brings ultimate hope to so many is a gripping reminder of the power of true forgiveness.
I want to die.
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
Quaid's in a lot of this shit now because someone needs a paycheck.
Yep.
There's always money in this stuff.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the thing, once again.
Yeah.
And it's sad. So you get people like Dennis Quaid who are good actors, but, older and need some cash.
Yeah.
So anyway, but this guy's amazing because he's just like, oh, yes. Can I help you?
Oh, what do you want? There's nobody here.
Yeah. And Beckman just busts out a gun on this guy. He's like, whoa, I don't know anything about what's going on. And we come to find this guy is Janice, the assassin's husband, who does appear to not know anything that his wife is
At
doing.
all. Yeah, seems to
Or
have no
her
sense.
brother, who's
Yeah.
also just here, Kirk.
Yeah.
Who is in on it?
Yes,
Kirk
he
is
is
in it.
also an
Yeah.
assassin. But Dan, the husband, is just a guy.
Are we led to believe that Kirk lives in the house with them?
That was kind of the implication that I
Kind
Yeah.
of a weird.
Well, it's weird that both of them were in the back of the house.
That is
right?
weird.
Right.
Yeah.
To which I thought, it's like a cover, and he's not really her brother. No, he is.
He is actually.
100%.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing that I'm kind of curious about, and not to jump too far ahead again, but when they're in the basement, when Janice gets defeated, spoilers.
No, wait, Janice doesn't make it out of this thing?
Oh man.
Is that the same house? Like, were they literally keeping girls in this house?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think it is.
That
think
Dan
that is-
had no idea.
Yeah.
There were tied up girls on the... Also, Dan just runs off from this movie,
and
and
never
we
comes
never
back.
see him ever again.
That man is
Which I
scarred.
really-
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he
He
just,
just runs away. He literally runs out of the film.
He.
He runs out of frame.
The character
and
was
never
supposed to
comes
be in
back.
the rest of the film, but the actor just got out.
Nope.
The only one with any sense.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
Do you
quit.
think that
I've done
Dan,
my work on this.
because he ran into the wilderness, he definitely got eaten by something?
He's in a bear's stomach right now.
Yeah,
he got DiCaprio to, like, in the
there's a mountain lion and a wolf sort of like vying for his corpse.
He's just ripped in half.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm counting on him, making a return. Similarly to Tom, I think that he's
trying to get revenge for the death of his wife.
I think that might end up being
I don't care who she was trafficking. She was still my wife, damn it. Because he is this real sniveling kind of... And
absolutely.
He's holding them all hostage at this table, and he's just going like, I want to know where your boss is. I want to know where Billy Baldwin is. And then every once in a while, Dan just goes, what is going on? And they're like, shut up, Dan.
Don't say anything.
Honey, this can't be right. This must be some sort of mistake.
Do you think he was trying to get some laughs, you think?
Absolutely.
I was told I was the comic relief in this film.
He 100% was.
Which is so sad.
He kind of was. Like, I was laughing.
I will say I enjoyed him so much. He was 100%. A breath of fresh air in this movie. Just to have this nerd be like, I don't know what's going on.
Just one person who has no idea.
What? Yeah, the only person who's just like, what?
Well, this obviously evil woman. Like, I just kept wondering, like, how did they end up together?
I know. I want to see what their home life, aside from this, was
right.
like.
I think, okay, here's my theory on it. Now, I think she wants him around because he makes her look more normal because she has a normal husband.
Totally.
And then he wants her around because nobody will willingly date him.
Right, and he's got this, like, hot wife, and he's just like, I don't know how I got her either.
Who's apparently been in, like, a million porns.
Softcore, listen.
Softcore, okay, yeah.
It just, and the weird energy between her and her brother and her husband, I kind of just kept coming back to this, like, Lannister-esque, like...
Yeah, there seemed to be a sizzling tension between those two.
And they were very evil together.
And kind of a cuck vibe from the guy there.
100%. Yeah.
And I'm thinking that might be like a consensual thing between all of them.
Yes,
that's the sense I'm getting.
The creepy vibe.
He's like, that's right. That's what I'm into.
I just like to watch.
This helps me forget the women in my basement.
Yeah.
Ew.
Do you think he's almost seen it a couple times and she's just like clubbed him upside the head and he's just been like, I was going to the basement for some reason, but now I don't remember why.
I keep knocking my head on that damn headboard.
Oh, honey, we need to do something about that. Because it is just their basement. It's not like a secret entrance to
There's
their
no lock or anything.
dungeon.
It's just... I mean, I guess there's not like a
She's
laundry
just like, don't go
machine
down there,
there,
Dan. Okay, honey, I will stay away from the basement then.
Yeah.
No reason to be suspicious about that.
Because he is just totally thrown.
Completely
and then
oblivious.
they're like, okay, we'll drive you to see Billy Baldwin.
I think
at gunpoint.
Yeah, I think he's like...
And
no,
then Dan is brought along for this. I don't know why.
Is it
Don't you
because he might like go to
go to the police.
Yeah, but just tie him up then.
Right.
Why bring Dan?
I don't
Knock
know.
him out like Janice has done so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, here I go again.
I tripped one more time.
I'm starting to build a tolerance to chloroform.
Didn't we at one point of watching this film suspect that it was a ploy?
Yes.
It was like a red herring almost, like he was pretending to be not in.
Yeah, then it kept going longer and longer, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it is sincere.
Yeah.
But then, as they're in the car, he is the one who goes for the gun.
Yeah,
that
but
causes everything to kind of fall apart.
I don't take that as him being in on it as much as he's just like, my wife.
Yeah, he's trying to be the man he never was to take control.
I
of the
really thought he was
situation.
going to die. He does.
But then he just runs away though.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh God.
Yeah.
honey, I'll save you.
We assume
honey,
that, like-
He runs in the opposite direction.
the
of his
opposite
wife.
direction. Yeah. Which is fair. I would do the same.
That man must have
Because
been
then
going
the
through a
whole
lot of
drive,
stuff.
he's still going like, what is going on here? It's Dan. There's a shirt. We need to make that as a shirt for the action shelf. It's just a drawing of Dan with the word bubble that says, "What's going on here?"
Yeah.
That'll sell right alongside our Rostov balls off shirt. With the villain of Invasion USA for some reason specifically like to attack people in the testicles. So we did create his name was Rostov, so we created the catchphrase Rostov balls off. Yeah.
You gotta hit him where it hurts.
That's going to be a big seller, that shirt.
I think so.
Rostov balls off.
I would wear it.
Yeah.
There we go. There's one sold,
Yeah.
listening.
Hell yeah.
Do they come in a pair of underwear?
Oh,
Is that
I think it has
They
to.
will
Good.
now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Oddly, didn't sell as a T-shirt. We're out. We're totally sold out on the boxers. though.
Yeah.
Rostov
Don't even get
balls
me
off.
started on the jock strap we have.
Oh, yeah. That's our attitude with that. We'll put it on anything.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
If you'll pay us, we'll put it on anything. So yeah, they do get this scene where she's driving kind of erratically, and then almost hits a truck, and then that swerve causes Dan to grab the gun,
Yeah.
and then the car just sort of careens to the side of the road,
Very safely.
and everybody runs out of the car.
Well, there's like 5 gunshots.
Yeah.
yeah, but no one is hit by.
Nobody is hit by.
I think the
I really
idea
thought
is that-
Dan was going to die.
I
really
did
like,
too,
oh
yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Oh, my duodenum.
Hit me right in the duodenum. There's no surviving a shot to the duodenum. Everyone runs up. Do we ever see Kirk again, the brother?
I think he stays at the car, and I think doesn't he like come out to the back and like kind of falls to the ground a little bit?
Maybe he got
I think-
shot.
Maybe
I
he
think
did
he
get
Kirk
shot.
got shot.
But the movie has no interest in like
No.
definitively showing that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the whole shot of them getting out of the car is just a wide shot.
Right.
I do love those long wide shots. You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Because Janice runs out into the woods and Beckman is shooting at her, and then he finally just decides to take a stance and actually aim, and then he hits her.
Yeah.
She just fakes being dead because as soon as he rolls up on her, she clubs him upside the head with a rock.
Nice.
Got him good.
Yeah. Time for another flashback.
Oh, that's
That
right.
seems like
Wow.
a good time.
And this is one about because she was wearing the necklace that the girl was wearing because he was like, "Give me that necklace back."
Yeah.
I just couldn't care less.
But the necklace prompts the flashback because she's like, "I can't find my necklace."
Where is that?
Yeah.
Oh no, PTSD.
Yeah. Then she's like, "Oh, I just remembered I was in a cult again."
Yeah. I still won't tell you what's going on.
The same information is being portrayed in this flashback.
Yeah, it's like I think I know everything that's happening
Yeah,
here. I
no,
got
I got it.
I
We put
got
two
it.
and two together.
Movie? I got it.
I think
I'm with you, movie.
it's okay, movie. It's okay. We
Yeah.
understand.
Hey, movie. Hey, calm down. It's okay.
Calm down.
We're with you.
We're right there with
We
you.
got it. We've been watching this thing. All right. This movie really assumes you've paid no attention, which is probably fair.
Yeah.
I just
It
have to
knows how
wonder
good
like
it is.
what they think of their audience. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
Not nothing great. Clearly.
no, apparently.
I'm going to make the assumption that this movie wasn't thinking about its audience.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
much
I
at
mean,
any
as we
point.
said at the beginning, this is a movie for no one.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
it's too bloody for the Christian audience.
Yes.
and it doesn't deliver on action if you're looking for an action film. So, it's just bleh.
yeah.
Like a lot of the stuff we watch on here. It's just like,
Yes, like, I don't know who
Yikes.
this is for.
yeah. This one's not even for. I don't even think a divorced dad is digging this movie.
Unless, well, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the kind of churchy ones.
yeah, you know,
Maybe. I don't know.
Who could say?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Who could
Bruce.
say? Well, I don't have any evidence that our pal Bruce Winning has seen this movie, unfortunately.
Well, send it
But
to
don't
him.
worry, he puts up a new review almost every day.
It's true. There's only a matter of time. There's only so many movies, John.
He does,
But it's not
and
on
unfortunately,
Amazon,
I
so-
have such a non-existent life that I am checking Bruce Winning's Amazon reviews daily. So
You're right there with him. You're competing.
I'm
with Bruce.
I'm the big fan. I'm there with him every day. I need a movie comes out. I go. I need to know what Bruce thought of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But so now Beckman wakes up and he's chained in the basement of this
Yeah.
house, and is one of the girls dead?
I
She
think
doesn't
she's like
move.
passed out.
Yeah,
I don't
we
think
don't
she's-
we don't ever confirm that she's okay.
And and Beckman doesn't either because he's again
He's
not
not here to
interested in
save
saving
anybody.
people.
And
Yeah.
he doesn't have time. He's too busy trying to get revenge.
Exactly.
You know.
I need to get my revenge. They took Tabitha.
Just like Christ wanted.
So then there's this other girl chained in the basement with him who's like, hey.
What's going on?
She's pretty savvy. I will give her that. She's
Yeah.
like wrestled one of her hands free by the time that he gets there.
This is Madison May, who plays Wendy.
Uh-huh.
She's been in a handful of TV shows. She was on Veronica Mars and 911, and so she's a working actress. I thought she was actually okay in this.
That's fine. I don't know.
She was compelling.
Yeah. She and then she shows that one of her hands is out of the cuff. She's like, "Yeah, took me 2 weeks to do that." And he's like, "Fuck, I can do it right now. Look at me escape these handcuffs." So Janice comes downstairs in total mom ensemble. She's
got high-waisted jeans.
She's got the high cuffed, the cuffed jeans and the Keds, the
nice
white Keds,
sneakers,
and a kitchen knife.
Yes.
a long kitchen knife. That is like some serious cutlery that she's working with, because I don't think any of my knives are quite that long.
No, I don't think so either.
That's for like filleting a large salmon, a very large, like
Well,
when you're preparing sea bass,
right?
Yeah. When I'm doing my Chilean sea bass. And she says, like, they said to keep you alive, but they never said anything about hurting you. And she just starts cutting his face.
Yeah.
But the wounds don't match the cuts she's making.
No, she's making she's cutting his face open from what it looks like, but they're just little, like gashes.
Also,
but they don't even match the direction.
No.
It doesn't.
She also stabs him in the stomach 3 times,
and that doesn't appear to affect him for any part of the movie.
Pretty tough cookie.
It doesn't matter how tough you are. If you get stabbed in the stomach 3 times,
because he flexed at that moment, and the blade wouldn't go in.
Oh, I see.
It's called the breastplate of righteousness.
That's why I do my crunches.
Crunches for Christ.
Trademark that right now.
There we go. Crunches for Christ. She stabs him 3 times in the gut. He's fine, though, but he does get a foot out of the restraints and kicks her against the wall, which knocks her unconscious.
For a very short amount of time, but I'm honestly impressed that it does it at all.
Yeah.
I don't think she hit it that hard.
It seemed like she just hit it with her back, too, not like her head.
Mostly
where
her back.
Yeah. But she's out for a little bit because he's like, get the keys!
Get 'em!
But the girl can't reach the keys.
Of course, she's a woman.
The attitude of most of the movies we watch.
Yes.
So she can't reach the keys. Meanwhile, Janice has come back to consciousness.
Like instantly.
Yeah.
And is now attacking Beckman.
Yeah.
But didn't think to grab the knife.
Of course not.
Because the girl who was chained up next to Beckman grabs the knife and stabs it into Janice's back. And I think this is my favorite scene in the movie.
I think mine too.
She lets out a blood-curdling scream and then just runs upstairs with the knife in her back, like,
It honestly felt like a witch or a vampire getting attacked by something.
Yeah, it had that vibe to it. The scream was for sure on
Which
one.
actually, now knowing that actress's history, I feel like that makes a lot more sense.
It does.
The way in which she did it, it sounds like she has that horror background, and you
Yeah.
could see it in the way she moved.
She's done witch movies,
She flew up that staircase.
Definitely did not match the tone of the rest of the movie. It was very strange.
Yeah.
I will say, just looking through her IMDb here, there's some rather saucy photos just on her profile that I'm not sure the makers of Beckman would be thrilled about. These are just on her IMDb profile. I'm not even Google searching her.
Well, I think you're really missing the point of this film, which is that your past doesn't mean, it doesn't dictate your future.
Right.
We all come from dark places. We all come from
we
killing
all
people.
have killed 10 to 11 people.
Actually, the most upsetting photo I see of her on here is at the premiere of the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. It reminded me about that Green Lantern movie.
She was there?
I guess she was at the premiere of that.
Good for her.
I think from looking at her biography, she moved from Playboy TV to E.
Oh.
So she was probably doing the Green Lantern thing for E.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. But here she is standing next to Hugh Hefner.
That makes a lot of sense, yeah.
She's a very talented girl.
And he was a very disgusting man.
Yeah, he essentially built an empire on being a perv.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And everybody gave him a high five while he was doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. Gross.
It's time to welcome America's favorite perv, Hugh Hefner. I like the ladies. She runs out of there. And then he gets out of his restraints and he goes upstairs and she has just died from that wound.
Yep.
Which I thought was kind of anticlimactic.
Very much so.
Like, why not just have her die right there then? Why have her run out of the scene and die off screen?
Yeah, and did she die from bleeding out? Because there was some blood, but not enough to like die of that. And and also the knife wound was not anywhere near anything. No. I guess that would cause you to die that quickly. Right. I'm not a forensic scientist, so what do I know?
It seemed odd because it seemed like they had her run out of the room so that Beckman could finish her in the next scene. But no, he just goes upstairs and she's dead.
But think about this, John. We remember her screaming and running out of the room.
It's true. It is one of the most memorable parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, he gets on the phone and calls Billy Baldwin. More threatening phone calls with Billy Baldwin because we need another scene of him being like, "I'm coming for you. Billy. You better listen. You listen up, Billy. Billy Baldwin, is this you? I have issues with your performance in the movie Fair Game with Cindy Crawford." A terrible movie, by the way. The Cindy Crawford, Billy Baldwin vehicle, Fair Game. Yikes. Steer clear.
Shocking.
I mean, we watched this, so...
Yeah. Well, it's probably better than this,
exactly,
actually, so
yeah.
maybe it's not that bad. And then in the car to Billy Baldwin, they're like, "Boss, don't you know who it is? We were asking around about this guy." The Koreans call him something that in Korean means demon.
Yeah. We're assuming it actually means demon in Korean.
They went on Google Translate.
They probably did, honestly.
But this is where, I mean, come on, because the whole thing in John Wick is they call him the Baba Yaga.
Yes.
Right.
He is the boogeyman to the mob characters in that movie. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God, we are just really...
It's not even attempting to hide it at this point.
It's just like, and he goes, "Well, don't worry, I'll settle this." And he proceeds to pull out his phone and call in $100,000 hit on I almost said John Wick on Beckman because this is what the bad guy in John Wick Chapter 2 does.
Right.
He puts out a $7 million more money. I like even in the fiction of the movie, they can't afford
He's a billionaire, but
we can't have
also,
that many zeros.
Beckman's a badass, but he's not John Wick level.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
He's only worth it.
He puts out a $7 million bounty on John Wick's head in John Wick Chapter 2.
Yeah.
And in this movie, it's also Tom. Tom also gets named as associate.
That's right. So go ahead and kill Tom while you're at it, too. Because Beckman drives over to Tom's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why? Okay.
Because he's like, I need to protect him because he's like, now he's been brought into this world. So we get this resurgence of a character that honestly I hadn't really thought of this whole film.
Did they need to
I
bring
thought
him
him having told the criminal guy that was going to be the end of Tom's story.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, Tom's going to be in here a lot, actually.
Tom's story is going to end in a secret jail cell.
Of which we never see him get out of.
Surprisingly, he's the moral fiber.
No, hey, you're in Burt Young's jail now. Yeah, you ain't never getting out, kid.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You're going to be eating your own feet.
That's my thing. I like to make people eat their own feet. Don't shame me for it.
Just what I like,
So
okay?
he shows up at Tom's, but who also shows up at Tom's?
Uh-oh.
A pair of assassins.
Oh, no.
And this also feels very much like John Wick in that all the assassins know each other once again, except for the ones
Except
who
for
we
the
saw at
main
beginning.
ones.
Yeah,
Right.
they've never seen him before. They must be fairly new because they weren't there when he was actively working. So.
Man, Billy Baldwin really needs to hire more experienced hitmen.
This is
He's kind of out of it.
Yeah.
What is this? This is Isabel is the girl's name. I know.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Isabel
I don't remember
and...
the guy's name at all.
Douglas? Oh. Theodore?
There is a character named Doug in this movie, I think, but it's not him.
Marky Mark?
It's Marky Mark. That's it. Isabel and Connor?
Connor sounds right.
It must be. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's Mama Bear and Papa Bear, right?
Oh,
is what they
God.
call each
Yes, which is the thing that feels a lot like Pulp Fiction.
other. Yes.
With the "I love you, honey bunny" at the beginning when they rob the diner.
But that would imply that they have any kind of charisma as a duo,
Yeah.
or with
Well,
each other, or
I mean,
anyone else. Really.
Yeah. Spoiler: they're not as good at actors as Tim Roth and Amanda Plummer in Pulp Fiction. I hate to break this to you, but it's true.
Yeah.
They also don't have that crackling Tarantino dialogue, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, they come in and they instantly but they do call each other Mama Bear and Papa Bear, which implies some relationship.
I guess.
This is Danielle Monet. Listman, yet again another WWE wrestler. This woman.
Oh.
We've seen a number of the
Really?
specifically WWE women.
Interesting.
In these movies.
Yeah.
She wrestles under the name Summer Rae.
Okay.
And that's primarily her career. But she's pretty much only in WWE stuff and this movie.
I didn't get the impression. Like, usually I can tell.
Right.
Because they just have like just the way they hold themselves. Is
Yeah,
usually...
well, she's a little bit more svelte than a lot of them, too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give her credit for that though, because I would never have clocked that
No.
in a
I wouldn't have
million
pegged her
years.
as that either.
Yeah.
So good for her.
Yeah.
That is acting. That is
Yeah.
good acting.
Oh, she's apparently also been in the Marine 4 Moving Target. The Marine being a WWE movie franchise.
That makes sense.
Okay.
There's a lot. They've made a number of the Marine.
I didn't
movies.
realize there was more than one.
Yes, because there's the original one with John Cena.
Yep.
And they've made a bunch of other ones. It's always a different wrestler playing the titular Marine.
Gotcha.
Wow.
No doubt we will dive into that franchise at some point on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
That
that
feels
tracks.
inevitable.
Got to build up
Yeah.
to it.
So they're shooting at him. There's this gunfight. All the gunfights are pretty meh.
I don't really remember
fine.
any of them.
But this one does have quite the climactic ending
Yes.
here.
So it's a bit flash in the pan, but it is so satisfying.
It is something because Beckman has taken refuge in a bedroom in his apartment. And how does this exactly play out?
So he isolates. So they're like all going around the house, and he's trying to separate them so he can kind of take them down easier. So he lures Isabel into the bedroom and then closes the door behind her.
Right.
And then they get into fisticuffs.
Why didn't he say this one's just right? And
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's inevitable, but it doesn't go. But so while they're fighting, and they're really fighting. I mean, something they do applaud the movie for is they don't shy away from him hitting this woman.
Yeah.
Which some of these action movies are like, whoa, we don't like that look.
Yeah.
David Ayer White's like, I don't have a problem hitting a lady.
I can hit a lady. I can hit a child. I can hit anyone.
Yeah,
In the
point-
mission for God.
Point me at anyone and I will hit them in this movie. That's his attitude. But so she kind of gets the upper hand for a second before
crushing it.
her partner Connor kicks this door in, which slams into her and sends her headfirst into the side table of this bed,
Killing her
her.
instantly.
Apparently.
I mean, what a moment!
And it's so fast.
I don't think... I mean, is this the greatest kill in any of these movies?
I mean, this is
It's
currently
pretty
might be
funny.
the front runner for our kill of the year on the show.
It's pretty fantastic.
so
It's
good.
amazing. She just
very
goes
good.
flying into this thing.
And
Yeah.
the look on
And
Papa Bear's
Beckman
face.
has nothing to do with it at all,
no,
basically.
no, he just witnessed it.
Yeah.
really. He just witnessed Papa Bear kill Mama Bear.
Yeah. Then they continue to get
always
into
the one
shootout
closest.
after
Yeah.
this. He does use a frying pan as a bullet-deflecting shield.
Cast iron pot. It was a pretty big skillet,
Yeah,
too.
that's not bad. That's fairly creative for
Yeah,
this movie.
Sure.
Which I did enjoy before he just ends up putting, 5-6 rounds in this guy?
Yeah, once he gets him on the ground. And I think that there's kind of in the same motif as the rest of the film. They get locked in some kind of fisticuffs.
Yeah.
And he pulls a gun and shoots him while they're engaged.
Yeah.
And then once he's on the ground, it just pops a few more just to
Which is,
seal
once
the deal.
again,
exciting.
also sort of in that John Wick mode. A little bit like the idea of having the rifle, but then pulling the pistol to shoot somebody. Of course, Keanu Reeves, once again, trains for, a year for those movies.
Yeah.
So he actually can quick draw a pistol, and actually those moments are created.
Also, John Wick won't do it 3 times in the same film.
No.
Yeah.
They won't
Yeah.
keep doing the same move over.
I mean, I think the best John Wick moment is that one when the guy's on the ground and he's holding the guy down with the barrel of the shotgun that's empty, just holding him to the ground while he puts another shell in it and then shoots the guy.
That was pretty good.
There's stuff like that where once
Yeah.
again the creativity of the fights from having actually very talented fight choreographers,
or even just people who are trying interesting ideas,
trying to be innovative.
Like, that's all. I'm not even.
I mean, not
my
even,
bar is so low at this point, but like, even if somebody
once again,
fails,
we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah.
But I even look back at stuff we made in high school, and there are things where we're trying to do, like, this would be a cool way for somebody to shoot somebody in a movie. Like, there's an attempt. You would just think anyone with any kind of passion for this genre or something would just be like, what could I add to this?
Yeah, like what?
And these people just have... I mean, there's only really one in this... Well, there's 2, because there's the door thing and then the drill later.
Yes.
I feel the only times that we're like, oh, man,
nice
that's
one.
cool.
Yeah.
Because that is sort of the appeal of these revenge action movies, is the way these guys are dispatching
Getting
people.
creative
Because there's
with the violence.
so many of them that
Yeah.
like, if you don't do anything interesting to differentiate yourself, it's just gonna feel like everything else.
Death Wish 5 had that open pool of acid.
Oh, that's very satisfying.
That's true.
Very
true.
And what was that, like a clothing manufacturer?
It's like a textile
Yeah,
manufacturing
they never
plant.
did explain why they had an open
Pit
thing
of acid.
except to set it up at the beginning, only so Charles Bronson could push the main villain into it at the end.
I really think it's about the waste, and the textile facility.
And only so Charles Bronson could say, before he pushes him to the acid, "You need a bath."
Oh, that's golden.
But the Death Wish movies have some primo one-liners.
Yeah,
in them.
yeah.
That really is.
Gotta love that. Wow.
Yeah. This movie doesn't have anything as fun as... I mean, I honestly... And Death Wish 5 is a terrible movie.
It's not good.
But it's so much more entertaining than this movie.
I mean, just by nature of having a pit of acid that somebody falls in.
Yeah, it's just like... I mean, that movie actually had a number of creative kills. They very rarely used... There was also the exploding soccer ball in that movie.
Oh, my God. I
There's
forgot
an exploding
about
soccer
this.
ball.
That feels very much
Jesus.
like that episode of The Office where Michael films an action film.
Oh, yeah, Threat Level Midnight.
Threat Level Midnight, which has
Yeah.
an exploding puck. That's
Yes,
where the bomb is.
It's in a similar
It's
vein
very
to
similar.
that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That was the opposite of
That was in
interesting.
stereo for us. We did a little effect there.
Bruce Winning will like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.1, Bruce. But we do mix this show in Dolby Surround.
Of course.
So the kid walks in after he's pumped round after round to this guy, and Tom, the teen, is just like, "Reverend?"
And bolts it. He's like, I'm out.
And Beckman's like, no, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
And then we get this car scene where Tom is just like, "Hey, Reverend, you shouldn't kill people. It's bad. The Bible says that."
You taught me not to hurt people.
Yeah, and you're just like, and this is where you're starting to go like, what is this movie trying to say? Because now we're back to this. It's just like, it's too late. You can't have him kill like 20 people and then be like, "Hey, killing's wrong."
Yeah. Hey, have you thought about this at all?
Yeah.
Have you thought about being not murderous?
There are very few movies that can pull this off, by the way. The only one that there are other ones, but the big one that comes to mind is like Unforgiven. That's a movie that's actually about violence.
Yeah.
And there are movies like that, but you really need to shift into being a drama to really talk about violence.
Yeah.
It's hard to like have like, "Fuck yeah," action, and then be like, "But killing takes its toll."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't like gleefully remove somebody's eye with a drill.
Yeah.
And then be like, violence isn't the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really love silenced pistols because they're cool and long, but really, shooting is bad.
Yeah, it's tough to do.
It's bad for the soul.
Because you as an audience are going, "What am I supposed to feel then?"
Yeah.
About this. There are things that do it. Well, I mean, I think the John Wick movies do enough with like, I hate that I have to do this. It doesn't get into it's wrong. It's more
Right.
just like, how dare you push this man to kill these people?
Yeah.
And I think that's a way you can do it, where it's like, well, it sucks that he has to do this, but now that he's doing it, it kind of rules.
Yeah.
You just got to show that there's consequences for the violence.
Yeah.
And in this movie in particular, there's no
I
consequences.
don't think there is any
No,
consequences.
everything works out for Beckman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's coming up Beckman. And in fact...
And even him not killing Billy Baldwin doesn't matter because Billy Baldwin's immediately murdered after he leaves. So what does it matter?
And in fact, the voice of reason, Tom, is locked in a jail cell.
Yeah, so really...
Shut up, kid.
Yeah. What do you know about violence?
So who... Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, he didn't fight a guy earlier because Beckman told him not to.
Yeah.
It's true.
So they're talking about that. Then they look over and they see who my favorite character in this movie
absolutely.
is. The accountant.
Was...
Oh, no, the administrator.
The administrator.
That's what it is. The accountant is an actual assassin movie with Ben Affleck.
Right.
Which is a really cool action movie. I really like that one a lot. The administrator is played by Nobuaki Shimamoto. Nobuaki Shimamoto is his name.
And really, this guy brings in any attempt at character.
Yeah.
Which feels like a breath of fresh air.
This guy seems to primarily be... he's not a stuntman, but he plays a lot of... he played one of the ninjas in The Wolverine. He plays a lot of side characters in movies. Japanese officer in Hacksaw Ridge. And a lot of stuff.
He was in Hacksaw Ridge?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's one of the Japanese
very good
officers.
movie.
Very good movie. And a very interesting... That's a movie about Christianity.
Right.
But is not per se a preachy Christian movie.
The Robert Schenken, who wrote that movie, is notorious about research. And so he approached it from a very almost historical perspective.
And that's the thing. You can make movies about religion without
100%.
making them these Christian kind of movies.
Right, which I think actually makes them more impactful because it's about what it does to the person rather than maybe you should think about God.
That's sort of the thing I always talk about with why must the Christian movies be bad? Couldn't you make movies that have Christian things or discussions but not make them terrible? But they always just end up teetering into I would never watch that. Where I really like Hacksaw Ridge, a movie that definitely has a lot of Christianity in it.
Right.
So by the way, this guy is also going to be in Bullet Train, the new David Leitch movie. So he is working with the actual director of John Wick.
Sweet.
Because this guy is cool. I want to see this guy in more movies.
This is probably the most legitimate fight scene in the entire movie.
Yeah.
They use their legs.
They actually, there is some punching and kicking.
But this guy actually looks pretty good when he's kicking people.
Yes.
I was looking to see if he had... I don't see anything about him having any martial arts training. But he definitely has a presence, and he looks good physically, as we're saying.
Yeah. And his performance is pretty good too.
Yeah.
He had a compelling character. There was no need to
here
explain.
He is. Koyokushin Karate, Parkour, and Acrobatics.
That makes sense.
Parkour.
Yeah. I mean, one of the problems being David Ayer White doesn't have those skills, so it's not like they can go toe to toe.
Yes.
There's also a lot of pictures of this guy dressed as a samurai, but they're not from any movie. I think he's just trying to sell himself as a guy who wants to play a samurai.
Sure.
To which, actually, having seen this movie, I'm I'm on board to watch a samurai movie with this guy.
Yeah,
totally.
He has a very cool black and white photo of him that's very much in a Toshiro Mifune sort of mode on his IMDb.
There's a lot of power in knowing your type, and
this guy seems to know it. He's like, I'll be a ninja. I'll be a samurai.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's do some cool stuff.
He's from Tokyo, but primarily raised in Australia, it seems like.
Ooh. Oh, cool.
Interesting. But he definitely had presence. I want a movie about this guy.
Yeah.
I would rather watch a movie about this
interesting
guy.
character.
Spin-off?
Because they have this whole fight scene. And at the end of it, he talks about, I always ask the people I kill, if I were to let them live, what will they do? And he talks, this guy, Beckman has this stupid thing about, I have 4 people to kill. 2 of them are dead, and 2 more need to die.
They killed my daughter.
Yeah. So I'm going to finish what I started. This is totally the John Wick moment when they have him tied up in that movie. Mm-hmm. And he's like, they stole that from me. Killed that from me.
Yeah.
Keanu sells it a lot more than this guy. Because his whole thing about I'm thinking I'm back. He's just because Keanu can bring the intensity realistically, not David Ayer White, who's just shaking that face. I'm mad.
I have a lot of caffeine in my body.
Give me another coffee. I need to get into character.
Gonna burst a blood vessel.
Yeah, I was worried for David Ayer White.
A few times, yeah.
Not good for his health. Yeah.
No. God, I shudder to watch any of his comedies. He's done some comedy movies that must just be unbearable.
Do you think he's shaking when he delivers punchlines?
I really hope so.
I will say he started his career in sitcoms.
Okay.
He was on, actually, a favorite of this show, Burt Reynolds. He was on Burt Reynolds' sitcom Evening Shade in the 90s for about 8 or 9 episodes.
How old is this guy?
I think he's about, let's see.
Gotta be late 40s, maybe.
Yeah, well, let's see. He's 51.
Oh, wow, okay. He's looking good for 51.
Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, I don't love the bleach blonde hair.
I was going to say, maybe that's what's making him look youthful.
Yeah, that's what all the kids are doing.
Exactly.
He does. He does. As we said when this movie started, he has the vibe of the trying to be cool pastor.
100%.
Yeah, it's very much like whatever. I'm down with the kids.
He would be a youth pastor. He would never be the main
right.
guy.
Yeah.
But he's totally that guy. Is like, I get what you kids are into and such.
I'm pretty good at basketball.
I have a TikTok account.
He rolls in on a skateboard. He's that guy.
Oh no!
Who
He's
wants
on
to
a-
see Space Jam?
He's on a hoverboard.
Oh yeah,
He's
yes,
on
that's
a
right.
hoverboard.
That
hell
exposes my own age about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, skateboards are
You
out.
still think skateboards are cool, dude? What the hell?
I'm still living in the 90s, man.
Y'all heard of Tony Hawk?
He's pretty cool. So I do love this moment though before they fight actually, which I do want to mention where they talk about like, well, should we, drive away from this guy? And he just goes, car chases are for idiots.
Oh my god!
Only an idiot gets in a car chase. Also, we don't have the money for that. So we just watched these two guys very calmly drive behind each other and
I was
then
impressed.
turn into this what it looks like a brewery.
You know what it reminded me of? When you're driving on like the highway and somebody rear ends you and both cars are like they have
Driving
to pull
together.
off.
It does look
yeah.
like that, where
Yeah.
it's just sort of a slow, like we're obviously going to the same place.
Yeah,
Let's stick together.
Yeah.
Not what I would say the most dramatically
Oh
interesting.
God, no! There's nothing about
sequence
it.
of events.
Just and they
but
just slowly turn into.
it is funny that they specifically called out why they aren't doing a fight scene or a car chase scene.
It's in the script.
Yeah.
I mean, makes it easier.
So he talks about he goes, "There's no honor to our fight because you were already injured," and we get one of the only other one-liners. Beckman going, "Hard day."
Oh yes.
Yeah. So the accountant says, "Well, I've let 4 people live, and you will be the 5th."
Bum, bum, bum.
And he goes, "But if you come up on the board again, I will kill you."
And one thing I love about this new character too is there's a few points in the film where Beckman is haunted by the wise words of the past from people in his life that remind him that killing is maybe not so
The
great.
best are when they just randomly come into the movie.
Absolutely, and it's so satisfying. But the administrator becomes one of those voices because he uses the phrase "mercy is a really powerful tool."
Yeah.
Which does feel like one of those rare moments in this movie where we get a sort of Christian ideal.
Yeah.
But it's so funny coming
From
from
an
the guy
assassin.
who's only not killed 5 people.
Yeah.
And has a kill count of 436 or something.
Yeah,
like,
something
Which is
ridiculous.
a lot of people.
what a good person to tell us about mercy.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
And also, the person he chooses to
Is somebody-
show mercy to is a
Somebody
crazy
who's committing
cult leader.
to.
Oh no! I'm talking about. But later, when Beckman shows mercy, he shows
Right.
it to an insane cult leader who was
Right.
presumably about to sacrifice a girl.
Yeah.
We really don't know what
And
he was
also
doing.
is definitely participated in human trafficking.
Yeah. And probably has purchased,
Oh,
he's,
yeah.
he's like a client of the human
Yeah,
traffickers.
he's a monster.
Yeah.
Unequivocally.
He's definitely friends with
Because
Steven
he-
Seagal.
Stay tuned for next week, everybody.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's right. Seagal's back on the show next week. We'll have him in studio. No.
I fucking hope not. Jesus Christ.
Not welcome.
Hey.
How you doing, huh? This is some signed copies of my book, The Way of the Shadow Wolf. So yeah, he lets him live. Then for reasons I don't fully understand, I guess to protect him, Beckman takes Tom to Salvatore.
Right.
And his storage locker facility that is also a makeshift prison.
Sure.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You don't really like in this instance it's for good. It's like he's kept safe here. But
Yeah.
is it a safe house or is it a prison or is it just both? Is it whatever people can afford it to be?
Now here's the thing.
Hey, do you need somebody protected or locked up or both?
If
I
that's
got you.
here's the thing. If that's the
I
cost
fight for you.
it turned into a Ghostbusters
Yeah.
ad.
Come see Salvatore.
Come see Salvatore. We have all sorts of places where nobody will find.
We got bars. We got garage doors. We got storage units that have both.
Salvatore's. We don't ask questions.
We just lock people up. Extrajudiciously.
Look, if you just want somebody gone, you come see Sal.
We got great plumbing and room service.
As well as solitary confinement for the more problematic guests.
For a small price, you can get padded walls.
New, recently refurbished padded cells. Only the best. Yeah, when they open this up and it's just a little like prison cell.
Yeah.
What?
So
And they're like,
so
yeah,
many
get in there,
questions.
kid.
I just have to wonder, is this movie saying that this price for living is more valuable than just this kid dying?
Yeah.
Him being in this prison for, I mean, again, he's never removed. So for the rest of it, let's just say for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
Or even, let's just say 5 years.
The 5 years that he joked about.
that he joked about, but
Can you let me out of here? Sorry, Beckman paid for the 5-year plan.
now there is a fee that can get you out, but it's
You got to take that up with management.
Yeah.
Isn't that you? Yeah.
He signed the lease.
Yeah. So it is. So it is. And he closes the door.
This is the way.
But before they fully lock him in the cell, he goes, "Hey, do you want to know the real story of how I got this black eye?"
I really wish Beckman just said no
No,
and slammed
yeah.
it down.
Nobody cares. You're a wimp.
He's like, "I was at a party and some guy was making fun of me and I wouldn't fight him. So he punched me and I said, but my pastor, Mr. Beckman, told me not to commit violence." And then in the least realistic part of the whole movie, he goes, "That kid said he was sorry and he wanted to change his ways."
This is my favorite trope of Christian movies, and this is easily the most common thing I see, which is
Yeah.
if you show that you don't want to fight,
Yeah.
people will be like, wow, you know what? Maybe I was wrong.
I think that would, in reality, that would make them punch you twice as hard.
Yeah, and they just they'd probably just spit on you and
Yeah.
be like, cool, okay, this is
Yeah.
dweeb over here.
Yeah, that might make them, you're not giving them anything, so that they might get bored of it, but
Sure.
they're not going to be like, oh, wow. Oh, my God.
Hey, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
Are we the baddies?
Hold on. I knew
Yeah.
I was a bully, but now I really feel bad for it.
Yeah. Man, for the first time in my life, I'm looking inside. Wow.
I don't know if I like what I see in there.
Yeah.
What'd you say his name was? Jesus? Maybe there's something to this guy.
Tell me more about this Jesus character. Anyway, they lock him in a cell.
Yep.
But apparently this gets through to Beckman.
Sure.
Yeah.
But not just yet, because he's got some more murders to commit.
Oh God, yeah, this is all before the
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he puts him in a prison cell, and then he goes to see Kara the hacker.
Yeah.
And I don't know why this character needs to be in this movie.
She wasn't
At
at the
all.
beginning, right?
No, we have no idea. She's
It's just a contact. It's
yeah,
just someone
it's just
deep in the world.
He just the way the script works is it just keeps introducing new characters to give him different information.
Like a scavenger hunt.
yeah.
It is kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
But this girl is full on. I mean, as much as they are going to go, like girl with a dragon tattoo, hacker. She's in a leather jacket and hoodie with the hood up, and she's got a pierced lip.
Purple lipstick.
Yeah, she's got sort of a short punk haircut.
Sort of shaved eyebrows.
This
These
is-
very fair eyebrows.
Yeah, it's very much like like a hacker girl, because we all read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Well, at least the parts the church let us read. Because also not a very Christian
No,
book or movie.
I mean, they probably just saw the trailer and were like, okay.
Got it. That's what hackers look like. We've never met one. But he goes to see her, and she immediately is like, oh, shit!
Gotta get away from this
and
guy.
runs away from him, leading him to some sort of torture murder room.
Yeah, this gang
Basically
is like
into
weird.
a Saw movie. Is pretty much where he's led into.
Yeah.
And yeah, there are these guys in full-on like rubber butchers, you know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like an apron?
Like aprons
Yeah.
and gloves and boots. And they're torturing this kid in a beanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is absolutely confounding because this kid looks like nothing. You know, like everyone else looks like they're part of a gang or something like that, and then this kid just looks like they
torturing a
pulled
teenager.
like just a influencer off the street.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
got
yeah.
roped in.
And he's like, hey guys, whoa. I'm not any part of this. I'll just keep
I will let you keep torturing this teenager.
I got nothing to do with this. You guys carry on.
You're doing God's
But
work.
no, they decide, nope, we're going to kill you, Beckman.
Because in the 5 seconds it took for the hacker girl to run in here, she offered us a deal to kill you.
Yeah, $8,000 I think it was.
Yeah. But then they also go, wait a minute, he's that guy worth $100,000.
Let's make some money
Let's
off of this.
kill him.
Yeah.
Then they proceed to try to kill him. He does most of his defense with like an aluminum like
Right.
cooking tray.
Yeah, it looks like
a
one of those
baking
industrial
sheet.
things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that. And you're just like, and boy, that really does a lot for him. This guy grabs a lot of shields.
Yes.
Which
it's very
could
resilient.
be interesting.
Could be.
It takes a
If
pretty
the-
solid hit from a huge hammer.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
Because these guys are all gigantic.
Yeah.
And the best move here is, of course, though, but also the most obvious move that they really should have seen coming is one of the big guys is holding him while another guy's going to put a drill into his head. Well, Beckman just ducks his head out of the way.
Right.
And the drill goes into the other guy's eye.
Yeah.
Which was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was very exciting, but it was one of those things where there were several moments where you could have stopped moving the drill once you saw that he was
Yep.
going to duck.
It's,
and
it's like
the I'm in movement.
The drill's not on a machine. It's
Right,
a guy holding
yeah.
it. You could have just
No,
been like,
it's-
oh, wait, he's
oh,
ducked
hold
out of the
on.
way.
Whoops.
Or I'll just turn my thing and go into the side of his head here.
Nope.
No, he just still killed his friend.
In a,
Hey,
in
what
a
you gonna
pretty
do?
gruesome way. You
Yeah.
know, that would be, if he were to still be alive after all this, he'd be traumatized. I think that would be something that would, like, maybe he finds God after that. Could be. You know?
It doesn't matter, though, because Beckman murders him. So,
Yeah.
Beckman then kills these other guys.
Problem solved.
You know, turns the other cheek.
Yeah.
Like Jesus said.
Turn the other cheek
Good old Tom.
and grab your gun and kill everyone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the other cheek, do a cool spin move, and pull out 2 pistols with crosses on them.
That's my Jesus. Oh, I think that's just the Boondocks.
That is just
Yeah,
the
it is.
Boondocks. Is that really? Is that what we were hoping for? Is that,
what I
is that
keep
the
hoping
movie?
Well, that is the best Christian action movie. Let's be honest.
100%.
Absolutely.
I think that's the movie we've been
That's
wanting
the
this
movie.
to be.
That's the movie we can get into
It
because
even
it's
gives
like
us scriptures.
Yeah.
You know?
it
Like,
does because it is like
There's-
Catholic stuff. Now let's look at these awesome headshots, and we're like, yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is the best Christian action movie.
Yeah.
Because it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but because there's a lot of crime movies that use Bible verses and stuff like that.
Right.
Because I mean, even John Wick has a Catholic sort of thing throughout it. He's got Catholic tattoos and scripture tattooed on his body, but it's all in the name of badassery.
exactly. Well,
And it's all about like guilt and darkness and you know,
Yeah.
I mean, so when he's showering the blood off of himself, you see the big cross tattooed on his back.
Yeah.
It's the same way that Vin Diesel is Christian in the Fast and the Furious movies.
Oh, God, he is, isn't
He's
he?
very Christian. He's always wearing his cross, but it's always in this like, you know, like faith though. Just like it's
Right.
a very secular.
I love God because that's what, you know, you're supposed to do.
Yeah, where it is like, but nobody's actually like Christian in those movies. It's all
No.
just like
It's all
you know,
about family.
It's about family, and they'll talk about God. In the newest movie, he implies he is God. So there is one line of dialogue where it's like, I think Vin just said he's God. And he has said that, I mean, I think we've talked about this before, that he does view Dominic Toretto as a modern-day Jesus figure.
Well,
so.
he does drive
Wow.
a car in outer space, so who are we to judge?
Yeah.
Spoilers, it is not Vin who drives the car in outer space at F9. It is different characters. who do
Okay.
it. But there is a car in outer space, nonetheless, in that movie. Spoilers for F9.
Iconic movie. Series.
I have seen it twice. So I am as often
You're an
mentioned,
expert.
I am a Fast and Furious super fan. So those are the most fun you're going to have at the cinema. I'm saying it. So eventually now the hacker girl who just a minute ago paid to have this guy killed is like, oh, okay, Beckman, I'll help you. Why? What? This relationship makes no sense. I don't know why this character's in the movie at all, because basically she just gives them the location of the last henchman.
Right.
And this is Frank.
Is it
what's Frank?
just to make sure that the movie is long enough to be considered a feature film? Is that the only
this movie,
reason why the sequence...
Once again, taking out the credits, this movie just clocks in at an hour 30.
Just barely.
And actually, though, still not the shortest movie we've covered, because Future Kick, the worst movie we've done, 75-minute run.
Oh, so tight. I
Yeah,
love that.
but
Except for it was really slow.
it felt like
we
a 3-hour
couldn't believe
film.
how long it felt. Yet
It was so bad.
it was the shortest movie we've covered, and that is one where because 70 minutes is about where you're considered a feature film.
Yeah.
So that one just snuck in.
Just
and
barely.
honestly, credits actually is what got that one across the line. Because I think that's like 68 minutes
I think
of movie.
you're right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sad.
I wish this movie was.
Yeah.
I wish
Well,
I didn't have
mean,
to
like-
watch that extra 20 minutes.
Yeah, Jesus.
I feel like Kara's presence in the film is really about world building and about building out this world, this network,
Just like
that
John
we hear
Wick,
a lot.
yeah.
Honestly, in the same way that I think the administrator is, because these are both sort of like benign evil characters
Right.
that we encounter.
These are all here for Beckman Chapter 2.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're all
they're
people
setting
from his
up,
past.
Yeah, setting up for the sequel.
Yeah, that is the John Wick move, which they
Yeah.
implied so much of this world that then gets filled in more and more each sequel.
Yeah.
leaving you wanting more.
Yeah.
Don't you want more?
Yes. So
want more
at the
Beckman?
at the end of Beckman 2, I just want him to be like, "Oh fuck, Tom's in that cell."
And by that point, he's like this beefy boy. Just
Yeah.
like
he's
he's
just-
been working out.
That's the post-credit scene of 2 is him in the cell getting jacked.
And he's now being played
coming
by
for
Vin
you.
Diesel.
I'm coming for you, Beckman.
I'm cool. It's me, Tom.
Yeah. I became bigger and changed races. Unclear how I also became black, but I'm coming for you, Beckman. We said the one thing the Beckman franchise needs is Vin Diesel.
100%.
Yeah.
They would have to get a lot more money for Beckman Chapter 2.
Just
to
a few
lure
more million,
old
yeah.
Vin into it. I also think they'd have to make Vin the star.
Yes.
You don't think you would do it as a passion project?
I fell in love with the script for Beckman 2. So
It's about family.
yeah,
It
they
is
told
about-
me it was about family, and I said, "Say no more." This is Xander Bailey who plays Frank in this movie.
He's awful.
He is not good in this movie.
Oh, right. Okay, right. I was trying to remember
He-
which one was Frank.
I should tell you, he has actually played the part of Jesus Christ in a straight to video thing called For the
no.
Love of Jesus.
They were cowards to not name it For the Love of God.
Yeah. Oh, it's a comedic parody of popular dating reality shows.
Yes.
Where Jesus comes down from heaven to help a desperate producer. He is the
Yes.
bachelor in a mansion full of 12 women,
Yes.
desperate for love and attention.
Yes.
This
That must be unwatchable.
I
this
need
sounds
to watch that right now.
the love of Jesus.
This sounds like a war crime.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna write that down and I'm gonna search for it
the
because
love of Jesus. I have no idea where this is.
sounds. This sounds maybe like the worst thing ever.
This
made.
guy is playing Jesus. I don't know where that can be seen.
I've seen some truly reprehensible films, but this
Most of them being for this show.
Yeah.
the idea of any dating show being about
this sounds
I can't.
yeah.
He's also in something that sounds like a movie we would cover on the show, Lisman, called Apocalypse of Ice.
Cool.
Yes.
The prequel to Snowpiercer, I guess.
In the heart of a pandemic, a new disaster appears. Already in the throes of a viral pandemic, a massive polar vortex threatens to cover nearly all of Earth in ice. Boy, that's a hat on a hat of a disaster movie right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Why, guys? You don't need to.
Do we
you don't
have
need
to
do that?
Anyway, yeah, this guy doesn't look like he has much of a career, but he's around. He's working in a lot of lower tier stuff. Beckman shows up at this guy's restaurant or club or whatever it is.
It doesn't matter.
And there's a security guard who's like, "Hey, you can't park your car there. Don't worry. Beckman dispatches this son of a bitch."
Yeah.
Real quick,
He
in
had
front
a-
of this valet woman.
Yeah.
Who he then points a gun at and makes her take him to Frank's table.
Like a hero would.
Frank is doing business with some foreign gentlemen.
Yes.
Who leave the table
Ambiguous.
when Frank... Yeah, they're just ambiguous foreign bad guys.
Yeah.
I shouldn't even have to add bad guys. If they're foreign, they're bad, right? That's the world of Beckman.
Yep.
He points a gun at them. They leave the table, and he then takes Frank back to his office, where he once again is demanding to know where Billy Baldwin is, but then also sees, because like most criminals, he's left out all evidence of his crimes, just out in the open.
lots of evidence. Like,
Yeah.
like a human person.
like a body of a human person.
Yes, when they go in there, there's a woman handcuffed to an office chair,
Passed out.
unconscious,
Yeah.
dead. I don't know.
It's not clear.
She's just there, and then Beckman looks at her, and then looks at Frank, and Frank goes, "Hey, you've been in the criminal business. You've seen this shit before.
Yeah, don't judge me. Like, no, that I'm judging you.
Hey,
That's
I've
the whole
murdered
point
people,
of this.
but this shit's repulsive." You know?
Yeah.
Like,
And he picks up a flip book of.
yeah. Then he also has, and the binder's
like a
already
binder.
open to a page, and it's a binder of Polaroids of trafficked women with their ages, heights,
awful.
weights, and some have an X through them. I presume those are the dead ones.
Yeah, or maybe like the sold one. It's
I
not
don't
really
know what
clear.
it is, but still, it's just this is just. I just love none of it's hidden or anything. So if a federal agent walks in here, it's just like, well, there it all is, boys.
Yeah,
Wrap it up.
easy peasy.
Yeah.
He's a bad criminal.
And so,
Did they ever show the name of the restaurant?
No.
I don't think so. No.
Oh, I could have sworn there was a sign that said human trafficking bar and grill.
Neon lights.
That might have it. That might
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
it. It's just called traffic.
Yeah.
So he sees this, and meanwhile the guy is explaining don't you judge me, all right? I didn't start this business. I'm not. This is a fucked up world, except he doesn't say fucked up because
That'd be
can't.
This
This is
Yeah.
This world is
It's a does he say something
topsy-turvy.
It's a broken world or it's a dark world.
Sure.
It's a
And he
family film.
He's like, you don't know where I came from. You don't know how much I had to crawl out of the dirt to get here.
I'm just trying to make a buck.
To which I'm just like, boy, none of this is working, man.
No.
Wow.
But don't worry, Beckman puts about 4 in him here.
Yeah, just sinks it right in.
Yeah.
But once again, we're gonna show mercy to Billy Baldwin later.
Yeah, the evil guy.
The guy who's
like-
also about to murder a woman.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does sort of. It sort of seems like the message of the movie. I mean, we can talk about whether or not it's an actual moral message. Really, should be based on the movie we saw. The message should be, but sometimes people do have to be taken down.
Right. That feels like the message. That and human trafficking is bad.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree with that message.
Yeah,
I strongly agree.
But the movie
that's
so haphazardly just introduces the human trafficking threat. It's just like, oh yeah, and human trafficking.
yeah, it's really set dressing.
But don't worry, the girl isn't human trafficked.
Right,
Tabitha's
no.
fine.
No, Tabitha's fine.
Tabitha's fine. It's the same thing in Taken, I will say, and I do love Taken, but it is the same thing in that movie where they make a point of saying, while his daughter was sold into sex slavery, no one had had sex with her yet
Right.
before Liam Neeson killed them all.
Right. It's kind of the idea again that in those kinds of movies, there's something special about that girl. So a lot of times it's like, oh, she's being saved for a big client.
Well,
or
and the
something
thing
that,
in that movie, at least they're making it dark and in the world of because she's a virgin, she's fetching a higher price for
Right.
that. And so at least I'm going with that. Like, okay, at least they're making the bad guys fucked up in that situation. And that movie has no qualms about Liam Neeson needs to kill everyone involved in this.
Right.
Which, like I said, if you're going to make one of these action movies, just do that. We're all on
Right.
board with the murder. We don't
Yeah.
need to moralize with the murder.
We all support killing human traffickers.
Yeah.
Like that. everyone's pretty on board
as
with
we've
that.
talked about, listening on the show, the point of these movies is always like, for the runtime of the movie, we're okay with vigilante justice.
Right.
That doesn't apply to the real world. That's not. I mean, and
No.
any kind of extension of that means you're an insane person.
Sure.
But for
Yeah.
these purposes of these movies, we're totally cool with murder if they have it coming.
It is part of the suspension of disbelief.
It is, yeah. And,
right.
and like I said, to me, that's sort of the fantasy of it. Like, wouldn't it be great if it was this simple and there were bad guys and good guys just
Right.
killed them and it was clear and there was no doubt about any of it. And
Right.
then that's the weird thing when he doesn't kill Billy Baldwin is this guy is clearly a villain who needs to be eliminated.
Yeah.
From the movie still gives us his death, though. Don't worry.
Which is nice, you know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that would have been.
But I just don't know what he's being spared of. I don't
No.
know, like, what...
Yeah, I don't go like, all right, Beckman. I'm more like,
Yeah.
no, Beckman, that guy really should be shot.
no.
right now.
No. Finish the job.
Yeah.
You've come this far.
You've come
Yeah.
this far. You might
Give
as
it
well
up,
finish
Give it up from here out.
Yeah.
But put a bullet in Billy
Pump
Baldwin.
some lead into that boy.
You've literally already killed several dozen people.
It seems like the only reason we're not supposed to want him to kill Billy Baldwin is because Billy Baldwin wants it. But we'll get there.
Yeah,
I guess they're-
murder's only okay
Like,
when
it's-
the
they don't
person
want
doesn't want
Yeah.
to be murdered.
because we have this guy, the human trafficker guy, is like, you don't have to kill me. I didn't really do anything anyway. It's the world's fault. Blam, blam, blam. He's dead.
Get him out of there.
So yeah, he's dead. Let's see. Beckman then heads to Billy Baldwin's ranch, where he is carrying on some kind of cult activity.
It's pretty underwhelming, honestly.
It's pretty because
really
he's
is.
standing up in front of his 10 followers.
Very small number.
There's flames on either side of him. There's a girl sort of with her on her knees with her head down on the ground, and he's got a dagger.
Yeah.
And he's
Right.
talking about some sort of ceremonial. I mean, it looks like a sacrifice.
It does look very sacrificial, but it's just so unclear.
Yeah.
There's just no real.
There's
and,
no...
and Billy Baldwin's got
context
this
clues.
red face paint on.
Right.
That felt very... It kind of felt
Forced.
like kind of indigenous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is not...
But
not
like
great
from a
look.
very like
But
uneducated sense.
non-specific.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
but
very like oh, we're
non-specific,
just gonna
yeah.
give him some weird colors. We're gonna be in the desert.
Yeah,
just
It's
gonna
got
be-
beads,
It's
you
all
know.
just sort of weird southwestern, like...
I was
you know.
expecting there to be more iconography.
I mean, why not lean fully into Satanism if you're really going to do this
Right.
movie?
Yeah.
Like, because we all just, I mean, at least that's shorthand, right?
Yeah,
we would have
exactly.
been like, oh, okay, yeah, they're devil worshippers.
Well, and,
okay,
and,
sure.
and that's something that seems like a very easy jump for a Christian movie to make. You're
Yeah.
already calling so many people devil worshippers and all that. Why
Yeah.
not just go the whole distance?
And like I said, at least then, as from a movie standpoint, just visually, we would be like, oh, got it, okay, yeah, right.
Right. Yeah. Human
no,
traffickers are devil worshippers.
Yeah.
Boom.
This is like the final confrontation of the movie. I just kind of wanted, I don't know, more of a visual spectacle.
Give
And
me
also-
drama.
Also, Beckman just walks up into
Yeah,
this
it's
thing,
just like very casually. Yeah.
and everybody starts to attack him, the 10 followers.
Yep.
And Billy Baldwin's like, no.
no.
Let him up here. And he goes, in fact, this is a good thing.
yeah.
He's come here to send me to
Yeah, to
whatever,
free me.
from this world or whatever. And they're like, no, we don't want that. We like you. They keep calling him the teacher.
Right.
Teacher.
Hey, teach.
Yo, teach. All of a sudden, the sweat hogs from Welcome Back, Kotter are here.
And the other thing that's kind of weird about this cult is that it's really like, aside from even just the iconography being unclear and the purpose, there's no you don't really tell if it's like initially you think it's a sex cult, which is why you think he wants this woman is because it's like
Yeah.
oh he's getting that out of it.
I mean, the human trafficking connection, it all
Right.
kind of adds up.
But then that's not really clear because there's no real evidence of like any kind of orgy or sexual like
we
abuse
also
that's
saw
going on.
in the
bunch-
flashback scenes, we saw sort of her in withdrawal from a drug addiction,
Right.
maybe. But it doesn't seem like anybody's doing drugs.
Nobody
here.
seems to be on that. It doesn't seem like there's any
'cause they-
financial
They're
motivation.
not going to show people doing drugs in this movie, you know, because again, like they can't even say like the word shit.
Yeah.
But the
even the
violence is
withdrawal is just implied. It's
Sure.
like,
Right.
that's obviously what's happening.
Yeah.
It's so there's no real evidence as to
There's
why
no
this cult is-
specificity in this at
Not
all.
at all.
There's
It-
no
not at all.
detail or any
Do
thought
you
to
think
this.
the reason why is because they're too afraid to have that kind of
Ooh,
Right.
that's
because they
the-
think it's real?
Well, because that's the thing
Yeah.
about like the dangers of reading Harry Potter, right? Is that's
Right.
real stuff,
Right.
You
Those
could
spells-
actually summon things.
Yeah.
You know, the ridiculous spell is a real spell. And if you wave your wand like that, you're gonna cause a spell to happen. You're gonna, reveal a boggart or something.
I know. Yeah, I just sort of think I've heard them talk about like you're gonna unleash demons on this world. And you're like, okay, yeah.
It would have. There's literally Harry Potter world. It would have happened by now.
Yeah. I think we're good.
You really think that it wasn't just made up by a transphobic woman?
No, there's no way that lady came up with the stuff. No way.
And now I think those people are now defending. It's dumb, silly.
Well, all things eventually come back around on themselves, I feel like, right?
Always.
Like eventually with the Christian thing, it goes long enough, they start defending the stuff they used to hate.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, he comes in there and Billy Baldwin's like, so come on, kill me, right? And he's got the gun to his head, his face is shaking.
Classic.
And Beckman's like, no. And then his big final line here, that's our last, we only have really 3 one-liners. He goes, you live with yourself.
Ooh, no.
That
you
smoked
got
him. I think
I think
him.
he will live with himself because he's the leader of this cult.
He has
a
no
lot
regrets.
of money.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
he's clearly has no regard for human life.
He's not going punish me for what I've done. And
Right.
He's like, no, you have to live with your sins.
He's like,
great, okay. Never mind that.
Well,
He's not
I
even
guess-
like, I've done bad stuff. Please
Well,
kill me. Put me out of my
That
misery.
would have
I
at
don't
least been a
deserve it."
way to play this, where he's like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of
Right.
punishing you for your sins. That would have actually made a lot more sense.
Would've
And
been
I
more
would have been more
interesting.
like, okay, that's why he didn't kill him. Got it.
Right.
Okay, I
Yeah.
at least understand thematically.
He didn't
what
like
that's about.
lock him up or try and like you turn him into the police, anything
No,
like
instead
that.
he's just like, meh.
Yeah,
And so
fine.
then, out of nowhere, Billy Baldwin goes, well, you can both live with each other then. That's right. You're both... And he's like, what are you talking about, both? He goes, Tabitha, she's still alive. She's in a barrel up at the front. And he's just like...
You know where you
wait.
parked your car?
Yeah.
She's right over there.
you
pretty
could
much,
have
yeah.
just avoided this entire confrontation.
Yeah, and this is like, she's alive? He's like, yeah, that's right. Take her, because you both stink. Like, that's basically his point. He's like, you're both disappointing to me.
You're both
so
doo-doo.
Take her and go. And I mean, you talk about a lack of a climax to an action.
Right.
What? This is nothing.
It's nothing.
Why don't we both give each other what we both want?
I'll keep
and
running
walk
my
away?
cult. You take that girl who didn't want to be part of the cult anyway, so we put her in a barrel.
Like, why did anything happen?
Why did he make such a point of bringing her back? And then when she's like, I don't want to be back, he's like, all right, put her in that barrel then. I don't know. And you know what? Just take her, for God's sake. She's not worth the trouble. I got 10 other followers here.
Now, I did hire a bunch of assassins to kidnap her from you.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
You know, but
I go through all this trouble and
Yeah.
I put out a hit on your
you
head,
take
but
it back.
ah,
Who needs it?
this is all such a
do you
hassle
know how
now.
long it took me to set up this cult? Like 2 hours.
This is really the most hand waving of an ending I've ever seen. It's like,
Yes.
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he goes and finds her in this barrel. He uses a rock to bash the lock open on it.
Very cool. Very
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. And she's totally fine.
Yeah. She kind of falls out of the barrel like kind of effortlessly, and she
Yeah.
looks. There's not a bruise on her.
she's
Her clothes aren't
Yeah.
torn or anything like
Which
that.
once again further is just like, what was the cult's end game then?
Yeah,
with
and,
that?
and is this a tradition, like locking people in barrels?
All right, time to put a girl in the barrel.
Time to act out my favorite scene from The Hobbit. Down the river you go.
It's barrel time, everyone.
A real barrel of monkeys.
Shouldn't he have been trying to sacrifice the girl? Wouldn't that have been the more exciting thing for
That
this to
would
be the
make
ending
more
of?
sense.
Literally
Yeah.
anything.
I
Would have
thought
been more
that would-
exciting.
I thought that's what was going to be when they had
Me
the
too.
girl face down. I thought it was going to be her.
I mean, it doesn't
Right.
make any sense that it's not.
because at
It
least there's
just,
conflict and tension.
well,
and-
because they want him
There
to
would've been
not,
danger.
because he would have to kill Billy Baldwin, right? If he was going to
well,
sacrifice
I'll
her.
tell you what I thought was going to happen. I thought he was going to be, I'm not going to kill you. But then he's like, well, if you don't kill me, then I'm going to kill this girl.
Right.
And then he would be forced to kill him.
Nope.
No.
What does Baldwin to get out of that? Like, there's just
Yeah.
literally you set up this whole crazy thing, and the corner that they wrote themselves into, there was no way out. Nothing was going to be good.
No,
Not a single thing.
This movie was doomed from the start.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because they drive off together, and I guess everything's going to be fine.
Yeah, hunky dory.
But the administrator shows up
Yeah.
at the apparently immediately following Beckman leaving.
Yeah.
The administrator's like, well, he didn't kill him, so I guess it's time for me to do it.
Yeah.
And then this administrator actor on a green screen with just a blurred, dark background behind him.
Jesus Christ! I feel like I could see the green screen waving.
You could,
Yeah.
you could see
Absolutely.
the green around the
Yeah,
administrator.
it still had the edges of it.
Oh my God.
They didn't do like the final touches.
It was
on it.
so cheap looking.
They had
so bad.
some computer effects, but not anyone who can really get in there and do the detail work or the time.
They
on
basically did what you can do on like iMovie. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
we would be able to probably create that effect.
that. We did
Oh yeah,
Lest
we
we forget.
did do that.
Zombies from Space.
It looked just as shitty.
I actually think, but at least ours like fit the aesthetic of the movie.
Sure,
Right.
We weren't trying to fool anyone. In fact, we were trying to indicate it was green screen.
Yes,
So,
Oh, yeah.
at least we had that excuse.
that's true. Actually,
Yeah.
I thought the motorcycle bit was pretty good.
I did like that too. Yeah. So yeah, he shows up and shoots. But now Billy Baldwin's like, "Please, no, I'll give you any money you want, whatever it takes. Don't kill me." And he shoots Billy Baldwin. And then yeah, the sequel setup thing is him going. He calls the network and says, he's not here. I guess I'll keep looking for him or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that.
And then the movie ends.
Which, and I find, one thing we forgot to mention about the death of Frank is that while
Oh.
he's about to kill Frank, he gets a call from the network saying, "Hey,
right.
we've the thing that what we want from you for having given you
Yeah.
something before is we want you to not try and kill any more of Baldwin's associates or anything like that." And
Yeah.
so he
if
does
you do
that.
that, then we will cancel the price on your head.
Right, and so he ignores that, and that's supposed to be a big deal.
Which is, spoilers, very much the ending of John Wick Chapter 2.
It is.
When he's not supposed to kill the bad guy because they're on safe ground, but he shoots him anyway.
Right.
Which puts John Wick then that is a more interesting ending because then that puts him as the target of every assassin on the planet.
But then what's
Because,
so
excitement is sort of the name of the game
Right.
over there in that franchise.
and then you get this weird ending where the administrator, who seems to represent the network in its
He
entirety,
seems to be the top guy.
like he
from
seems
the
like a
sound of it,
big deal. He kills the person that Beckman wasn't supposed to, and then I understand
That's
hunting Beckman, but why does he go and
true.
kill the person that they weren't supposed to kill?
Unclear. I have no
Makes
idea what that
totally no
motivation
sense.
is.
That does
but then
not
we
make
get.
any sense.
Oh yeah, we get some dubstep.
Drop the beat.
Yeah. Beckman.
And that's honestly, that music choice to me really stands out as the clear evidence that we were only supposed to get that this was a cool, film
Yeah.
with shooting and violence.
Yeah,
in it.
exactly.
Like whatever Christian tones in here, that was a cover.
What if
Yeah.
what if
is all
the
fake.
end credit song was "My God is an awesome God"?
My God is an awesome God. He reigns.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would have applauded this movie if that was
Just
it.
like a choir.
Yeah.
singing.
we Abigail's not dead. She's back and she's singing alone.
No, she's in heaven singing with angels.
yes.
She's streaming the
Yeah.
harp. Yeah.
Beautiful. She's got wings.
Yeah.
She's looking down on Beckman and what's her name? Tabitha.
Yeah, Tabitha.
With love.
Oh, Beckman. Well, we don't have many choices here. Well, how about for our kill in the movie? It's got to be Isabel.
It's Isabel.
Getting hit by that door
Yes.
and sent headfirst into an end table.
The only real curveball of the film.
'Cause
yeah.
it was just like, what just happened?
That's one way to kill her.
Yeah.
is.
Oh, okay. Also, the lack of Beckman being the one to do it is pretty funny.
very
Fantastic.
The
funny.
fact that it's just sort of incidental.
Papa Bear kills Mama Bear.
Yeah.
Classic
There's
story.
also not really a reaction. Like Papa
at all.
Bear doesn't react to
No,
that.
shouldn't have been more like, oh no, what have I done?
Yeah, my love.
No, he's still just mission focused.
Yeah.
He's just like, well, still got to kill Beckman.
She knew the risks.
Yeah,
exactly.
We've discussed this. All right, it's anyway. We only have 3 choices for one liner here, and they're not that great.
I think
No.
we have one, really.
Yeah. So first
all
off,
know.
we do have, upon calling Billy Baldwin, thinking it's Eric, Beckman says, Eric won't be having any more ideas. So there's that. There's the administrator saying, hey, this fight is not an honorable one since you were already injured. And Beckman says, hard day. And then before leaving Billy Baldwin, when he refuses to kill him, he says, you live with yourself. And I think we all know it's the first one,
It's
right?
the first
Eric
one,
won't be having
100%.
any more ideas,
It
right?
won't be. It's just so.
It's
such
at
a weird.
least stupid enough to be entertaining.
Yes.
Yeah.
The others are just bad.
Won't be having any more ideas. Well, Lisman, as you know, and in my efforts with this show, and Devon, you've been on before, so you know I do this as well. I always do try to find the strangest IMDb review I can.
Yes.
For any of these movies. So this review comes to us from IMDb user LE45619.
Great.
And it's the review is titled "Reviews Are Biased." It seems the majority of reviews fall in one of these categories.
Oh boy.
1, I hate Christians and all Christian movies suck. 2, David A.R. White is a saint and can do no wrong. 3, the movie is violent and God hates violence. The movie. Let me start with, I studied film in college.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I occasionally make short films. I am a Christian, and I don't mind violence in films.
Great.
Just not gore.
Okay.
Having
line to
said
draw.
all that, I've never seen God's Not Dead. Not my type of film. But I do like action films, and I really appreciate when they have a positive message woven in.
What is that message?
Get
Are we
ready.
about to find out what the message
yes.
is?
Well, no, but just get ready for the two movies he's about to reference. 'cause
Okay.
I think they're both really interesting choices. Okay. I'm thinking of Faster, starring The Rock,
Okay.
and Equilibrium, starring Christian Bale. Both great films.
Okay.
Number one, both. I like both those movies, but they are two very random films to reference, and also they are action films that have a positive message woven in, according to him.
Really?
I don't
is
remember
the
the Rock one, but Equilibrium. Also, Equilibrium, a guy's face gets sliced off by a sword. Is
Yeah.
that not gore?
Yeah. I think that movie. I think both of those movies have gore. Actually,
Yeah.
He's just contradicting himself.
I know, it is really interesting. I mean, the positive message is woven into Equilibrium.
Yeah.
What is the positive message?
That's a movie, a futuristic
been a
world where
while
they
since
don't allow anyone to feel emotions.
Oh, that's
Everybody
right.
takes a tablet
Yeah.
to suppress their emotions.
It's like very 1984.
Fahrenheit
very
451.
Yeah.
It's a more actioned up dystopian
Yeah.
sci-fi.
Yeah,
story.
yeah,
That's why we
Utopia
loved it in
is-
high school, and we were
Yeah.
like, "Fuck Brave New World, Equilibrium rules." And I actually still stand by that opinion.
Brave New World's not as bad as I thought in high school.
And so here he goes. It would be easy to call this a Christian John Wick and call it a day,
yeah,
but it is not a fair comparison.
that is definitely true.
Wick had a huge budget, but this one didn't.
The first one didn't.
And the storyline is more Taken than it is Wick.
That's true.
Where this film shines, Baldwin is a bad guy. Genuinely creepy. A good message, the concept of the network. Clever dialogue. Solid acting.
Oh.
Creative style.
Okay.
Where this film needs work.
Okay.
Budget. Some of the cinematography. Some of the action scenes. Storyline struggles in some spots.
Okay.
Overall, well worth the watch if you don't hate Christians and you don't mind a little violence. 10 out of 10 stars.
Wow. That's a glowing review from the only non-biased reviewer in the world.
And let's not forget, he studied film in college.
Oh,
Yeah. He studied at DeVry.
I couldn't forget because he wouldn't let me.
And occasionally makes short films.
Yeah. You know, he dabbles. He's a creator, so
That would describe me, too.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there's a lot of people who studied film in college and, he's a Christian. He's got that on me.
yeah.
I would like to throw out there that, I don't hate Christians. And I love, violence. I think violence is not in real life, but in movies,
yeah,
it's
exactly.
it's a great fun. I was raised a young lad in the 90s, so
Yeah,
I love the action films.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you were a kid of the 90s, that was the heyday of action
Exactly,
films. There's no
like
question about
Nerf
it.
guns,
Yeah.
airsoft rifles. All
we were
of
kind of
that.
the last generation to really be thrown
Yeah,
violence
ooh,
as fun.
yeah, let me shoot my friends for fun.
Yeah, toy guns and things like that.
And
Yeah.
I would never deign to call this a good movie.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, our pal Bruce just seems to not have a chance to have seen Beckman. And I know this because he seems to write a review for every single thing he watches. so-
Well, I don't think it's on Amazon Prime, which is
No,
apparently
so-
the only way he watches anything.
It's true. But as you know, Lisman, I'm going back through Mr. Bruce Winning's reviews to fill in some of the gaps of the movies we've covered that he reviewed. Before, Devon, you were actually
I
there
was
when
for
we
the OG.
discovered Bruce Winning, and it's
Yes.
now its own weekly segment. That's
Yeah.
right,
Love it.
folks. It's time again for the winning opinion. The winning opinion. Here it comes. The winning opinion.
Oh, boy.
This week we have Bruce Winning's much anticipated review of a movie we did cover a few weeks ago on the show, Death Wish 5: The Face of Death. Here
ready.
it is. Bruce Winning's 5-star review.
Glowing.
He says, the review is titled, "It just seems that the bad guys are ready to die." In classic Bruce Winning fashion, he starts with the tech specs on this movie.
Start with it. Yeah,
I appreciate the 16:9. I like 5.1, but both is best. Either will do just fine.
Oh.
Then he takes us in about the movie.
Okay.
And this is going to throw you for a curveball, Liz, when he starts with, I like the shooting. Follows that up, I like the punching.
Yes! Yes!
Good old Bruce Winning. Switching it up.
I like TV like this. The hero emerges after someone close gets dead or something. End of review.
What?
Oh, no.
What?
That's how he wraps it up.
Oh
5
my
out of 5 stars.
God.
The hero emerges after someone close gets dead or something.
It's like
He's distilled it.
I swear
it's distilled.
I swear these reviews are like haikus. Like they're so just like, I like the punching and kicking. I like the violence. The hero emerges after someone close gets dead or something. Like,
I can imagine this like being
there's
written
like a
down.
meter to
Right.
it.
Yeah,
And-
like a Taoist text, you know.
What I'm a little disappointed about.
The Tao of winning.
The Tao of winning. Ooh.
I'm a little disappointed, but I'm also really love the fact that he didn't go into his title at all. You know, he didn't describe what he
rarely
means.
does. I will say he rarely does the title
Like-
actually reflect the review.
You know, the bad guys just seem to want to die. What? I need to know more about that. I need to know
Because that's like, ooh, what's he talking
yeah, like
about?
does he mean that they aren't compelling in the way that they did? But he gave it a 5
5 out of 5.
out of 5.
Yeah. 5 out of, because we go between IMDb. IMDb uses a 10-star system.
Right.
Amazon a 5-star. 5 out of 5. By the way, just looking at Death Wish 5: The Face of Death, a movie we didn't care for on the show. Listen,
Nope.
75% of the reviews for it on Amazon are 5 stars. So I guess
How?
we're in the wrong on that one.
I think
We're
that
in the
this
wrong.
is a really good opportunity for the two of you
Jesus.
to reflect and maybe adjust your rubric a little bit for what a good film is.
Well, I think
you
we
need to calibrate.
just underestimated how many divorced dads are on Amazon.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Because that movie's about a 75-year-old man murdering people who kill his fiance.
Is she killed?
She is killed eventually.
I couldn't
First
remember.
she is disfigured.
That's what it was.
Then she's shot to death.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
2 separate attacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing you can always count on is the women in these
And
movies
also, you
getting
gotta
used.
love an elderly man going, well, it's time to start my life all over again. Speaking of elderly men
Oh no.
who are trying to at least relive their glory days, Steven Seagal, ladies and gentlemen. Next week on the show, it begins. That's right. It's Seagal September here on the Action Shelf. We are starting and closing the month of September with Mr. Steven Seagal.
Yep.
Action star / real life human monster Steven Seagal.
Even action star is a bit of a stretch, honestly.
There was a time he had a window.
Sure.
He had a window.
Yeah.
We're not covering any of those movies, of course, because those were. I mean, some of them are okay.
I don't think so.
Under Siege is good. Under Siege is a good movie.
I
Beyond
don't
that,
know if that's true, John.
I really do like Under Siege. Now, a lot of it has to do with the fact that Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee
really
Jones
saves
is
that
great,
movie.
but I don't think. Well, okay, this is not a discussion for that right now.
Because
you
we're
know,
not talking about that movie.
It'll
no,
come up
we're talking
organically,
about something much worse. Next week's movie, Listman, is Into the Sun.
Ooh.
Into the Sun.
Which is where I want to send Steven Seagal.
Well, let's see what happens here. Into the
exile
Sun. The poster displays Steven Seagal in the biggest coat anyone's ever worn.
Of course.
Per usual.
For protection.
Walking away from a giant explosion. Mm-hmm. Listen, as always, I will ask, would you like to hear the tagline for Into the Sun?
For this specific example, no, but go ahead.
I would like to know. So for me, not Michael.
Yeah.
Here it is. Into the Sun. Only one man can stop the Yakuza. And apparently that man is Steven Seagal.
Yeah, apparently.
That's what this movie tells me.
Into the Sun.
I
get it.
We'll be welcoming a friend of yours listening to the show.
Yes.
Who has willingly offered himself up.
Yes.
To be subjected to Into the Sun.
Yes.
And who is that who's joining us?
That is Sam Jones.
Yes.
Yes.
Sam Jones will be watching the Steven Seagal classic? Question mark?
You're in for a treat.
Into the Sun, directed by Mink.
Just Mink?
Mink?
The director is only credited as the word Mink, and if that's not enough, that's lowercase.
Please tell me it's MINQ.
No, it is not, but we should say also from an original story by one Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
So
straight from that riddled, gross
this is a Seagal
brain of his.
Seagal generated idea.
Yeah.
And he is taking on the Yakuza next week on the show.
Great.
So look forward to that. As the first part of our 2-part Seagal September takes off here. Man, we're gonna have some things about Seagal, and of course, as always, when we do a Steven Seagal movie, we do everyone's favorite segment, Tales of Seagal.
Yes,
so
yes, we will learn the legends of from the ancient texts.
Yeah, the myth legend.
From the ancient texts of Steven Seagal's Wikipedia page, we will tell tales of Seagal, including Seagal's alleged real-life battles against the Yakuza.
Oh.
He certainly in real life alleged that.
So this movie is, in fact, an autobiographical film?
I believe it's several of his movies claim to be autobiographical, so we'll talk about that.
It's weird how none of his characters in any of his movies commit human sex trafficking.
You know, I've not seen all of his films, but I think you're right about that.
Yeah, which might be the most accurate to his actual life.
I mean, I will say it is the biggest acting stretch of his life that he plays a man who doesn't human traffic in these movies.
That's true.
Or run police tanks into people's homes.
And killing their dog.
Yeah. More tales of Seagal like that next week on the show as we watch Into the Sun. But that is going to do it this week on the Egg Shelf. Devon, thank you as always for joining us.
It was an honor.
You will also be joining us again come Christmas time.
Yes.
You specifically requested to do our Christmas movie with us. So.
Yeah, I have a long track record of watching horrible Christmas movies.
Well,
a little bit of both. This one will be a different change of it. It's not a Christian movie, but it is a Christmas movie.
You know, so two are so intertwined.
Yeah. So we'll see you back come Christmas season. Listen, unfortunately, you and I are here every week.
Yep.
So for the Action Shelf this week, I'm John Campbell.
And I'm Michael Listman.
Until next week, get yourself some action.